I mean, first of all, I gotta say that goddamn what's her name that she fighting? Hold up.
Florence Williams in the building. What's happening?
What's up, boy?
What's up, man?
Oh, I can't. They done changed this shit up. I can't even see the fucking chat for some reason. Yeah, Lawrence Williams. This the night we doing a little old panel and shit, man. So if you want to get on the panel, let us know.
Put the
Drop
G,
your
put the Gmail in the chat.
yeah, yeah. Put your Gmail in the chat, man. But yeah, uh, yeah. I was looking at Carissa Shields and shit. I really wasn't just concentrating on Carissa because I already know how she fight. I was
Mhm.
really looking at Hannah Gabriels. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say she thick as a motherfucker. Number one, you know what I'm saying? I was looking at how she fights. She got some good mobility. She a very confident fighter. She looked very strong. She got them big ass legs and shit. The main thing I
Yeah,
didn't like about her was her work rate. She didn't throw a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying?
nice size arms
And but what'd you say?
for a woman. I said she got some nice size arms for a woman.
Yeah. And I didn't know that she was a WBA and WBO welterweight champion. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So she moving up to fight Clarissa Shields at middleweight. I was looking at the combined opponents records, and for Hannah Gabriel, she was one. Her opponents were 125, 57, and 19. I ain't include the draws, but she had about 69% win percentage with as far as her opponents. Her opponents are, and then Clarissa Shields, like some women, they put them in. They put them in tough, bro. Like if you're a woman with some potential, they put you in tough early. And like Clarissa, her opponent's been 52, 9, and 4. And without the draws, they had like 85% win percentage. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So they ain't putting it in easy at all. But like when I look at Carissa, man, she's just like a tough-minded, determined type motherfucker. She throw a lot of punches, man. She works up in there. Her defense ain't just like no Mayweather, but it's decent. She got a little head movement and shit. She can slip punches. Yeah, I swear to God, bro. But she a sharp puncher too. She very accurate. You know
All
what
right.
I'm saying? So that's like the main thing I like about it and shit. And I think that's gonna take us somewhere.
Yeah,
Mm,
I was hearing she ain't with the same trainer neither. She in Florida. I don't know. I don't know who she got, but I know a boy didn't want to go up to Florida.
yeah.
So I don't
So
know.
she down there with Kevin Cunningham or something?
She in that area. They didn't say nothing about him, but she said whoever she gonna have with her.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't know nothing about that shit. But damn, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. But the other fight though, you know, we want to see her fight Christina Hammer. And I really don't know a lot about Christina Hammer. I looked her up and shit. She got some good legs, you know what I'm saying? Like some good mobility. But she do stand straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like her punch variety like isn't really there. She does throw a lot of combinations, you know what I'm saying? I don't like how she do all that hopping around and shit. He put his email in the chat, bro.
Yep.
Lawrence Williams 948 gmail.com.
I'm writing it down.
You see it? All right. But yeah, she do a lot of hopping around and shit. And like when you hopping, you don't have your feet on the floor, so you ain't ready to punch. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, she throw a lot of combinations. Her defense is relaxed. Like she don't keep her hands up good, especially when she exit in the pocket. Like she'll get in and do some good work. But then when she exit in the pocket, she'll get caught sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I saw a fight, damn, that Reese girl. I can't even remember her first name, but that's the fight I saw. That Reese chick is a pretty decent fighter. That's the one that fought Cecilia Breakers in her last fight. You know what I'm saying? She gave her a tough fight, but she pulled out the win and shit. Um, she leave her chin in the air too. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't just the best fighter in the world. I think Clarissa Shields will probably beat the goddamn shit out of her. Looking at her opponents combined record is 188, 50, and 11. So that's not bad. It's like without the draws, it's like a 79% win percentage. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't too bad. And then
Right.
her opponent, Tori Nelson, I seen her fight Clarissa Shields. She was one of, I think she might have been Carissa Shield's first fight or second fight, one of them. But she a tough motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? She kind of apprehensive in the ring. She got a relaxed guard. She got a good chin though. You know what I'm saying? She only fight like one time a year, so her activity ain't gonna be that good. I don't know how old she is, but she look a little older too. So they probably looking at this as like a showcase fight for Christina Hammer. I looked at the combined opponents for Tori Nelson. They are 165, 112, and 16. You know what I'm saying? So that's 60%. That ain't the best in the world. But she gonna be she should put up a couple rounds though at least. But Christina Hammer should beat her, and Carissa Shields should beat Hannah Gabriels. But that's the fight that I want to see though. Carissa Shields and Hannah Gabriels. I think Gabriels might be Carissa Shields' toughest opponent because you know, all of her experience, her style, like she got that good mobility and stuff like that.
There you go,
So
Lawrence.
I'm looking forward
I
to that
sent
one.
I sent it. Yeah, it's
And
gonna be
then Hannah Gabriel, she got one loss to some chick named Oxandia Castillo, and she avenged that loss in her last fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think she got a TKO loss against that chick, and then she came back and beat her by decision. So she virtually done beat every opponent that she done faced. So I'm looking forward to that one. That one gonna be on Friday, y'all. We probably gonna be calling the fight and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that one. That's gonna be different, man. I'm not even used to just looking up no damn women fight. Mark Wonderlick, what's up, bro?
that's Lawrence
Yeah,
Williams, ain't it? Mark one.
Mark Wonderlick in the chat.
What's up with it?
Yeah, we
What's up,
yeah
fam?
we over here just yeah we over here breaking down these fights for this weekend and shit. We got the women fighting on Friday. Christina Hammer versus Tori Nelson. You gonna see how that turned out. And Carissa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. You know what I'm saying? So I think those gonna be two interesting matchups. And hopefully we get to see Carissa Shields versus Christina Hammer sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? And it's some more fights. They got a couple of good fights. I did as many as I could. The only one I couldn't really break down was Virgil Ortiz, and I didn't get a chance to break down what I saw on film as much as I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But another fight that was interesting to me was this Talani Bengay. This dude from I think he from South Africa. He a welterweight. Um, he look a little raw, but he looks very strong, and he a nice size welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He's nice size for that division. His record is 13-0 with 10 knockouts. His opponent's combined win percentage is nine. I mean, combined record is 95, 27, and 10, and that comes out to about a 78% win percentage. So that's not that bad, especially for a motherfucker coming from South Africa. You ain't over there in America. You know what I'm saying? And then he going up against Diego Chavez. And we all know Chavez got a lot more fights. He 26, 3-1. His opponents are way more experienced too. They 557, 184, and 33. You know what I'm saying? Chavez is coming off a loss to Jamal James. And Jamal James, his only losses to that Ugas cat. You know what I'm saying? And Diego Chavez, he fights every 6 months, so he been kind of consistent. But he coming off a loss, like I said, he got stopped by a body shot. And his opponent's got a combined win percentage of about 75%. So 78% and 75%. So I think that's an interesting matchup. Out with the old, in with the new. So I would probably have to take Bangay. He a 4-1 favorite in this fight too. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna turn out. That's a new little prospect type cat on the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And then another fight I saw was Daniel Dubois versus Tom Little. You know how they do over there in the UK with them weak ass opponents they be fighting. But Daniel Dubois is a little bit different though. You know what I'm saying? They haven't matched him up with the same type of opponents. Like his opponents combined record is 60 and 15. You know what I'm saying? So that's about eight. That's 80%. So that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Rod X, what's up, bro?
Rod X in the building. What's happening, fam?
Yeah. So Daniel Dubois, 7-0 with 7 knockouts. His opponents are 60-15. So that's pretty good, especially for a UK fighter. So he going up against some guy named Tom Little. He 145, 171, and 14. So he got a I'm not that's not his record. His record is 10-5 with 3 knockouts. But his opponents are 145, 171, and 14. So he fights bombs. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel Dubois should knock this guy the fuck out. The dude is 10-5 with 3 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Now he does fight regularly, so that's one thing he got on his side. But his opponents only got a 46% win percentage. You know what I'm saying? Rowdy Cheek, how you doing?
In the building. What's happening, fam?
Yes. Yeah, so this should be another knockout for Daniel Dubois after this fight. I'm expecting him to go to 8-0 with 8 knockouts. He should get Tom Little ass up out of there.
Hey,
Hey, Weapons, what's up?
building. What's good, fam?
Yeah. So I think that fight gonna be on Saturday. So that look like a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? You got this young prospect knocking out everybody. His opponent's got a better win percentage. And then this other guy, he don't have no power. Out of 15 fights, he only got 3 knockouts. And his opponent's only got a 46% win percentage. So he fighting straight bums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
so then the other fight that I was looking at Anthony Yard versus Darius Seck. She said, Rowdy Chica said she good. What about us? Are we good?
You good?
We just came to chop it up with everybody for a little while. Bring some light to these fights this weekend.
Waiting on
Most
Lord.
notably,
In here.
we trying to bring light to the women fights on Friday. Christina Hammer versus Tori Nelson and Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. Got to start showing some women some love in the boxing world,
Right.
especially when you got some pretty good ones out there. So Anthony Yard. So he fighting this guy named Darius Seck on Saturday. Now Anthony Yard is like a fan favorite of a lot of people. He's somebody that I regularly put down. I ain't gonna say I put him down, but I'm just critical of him. I just call it how I see it. So like Anthony Yard is 15-0. He got 14 knockouts. His opponents are 166, 155, 166, 159, and 13. So his opponents only got a 51% win percentage. You know what I'm saying? So that's weak as hell.
Right.
He doesn't have much of an amateur pedigree. He only got 12 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? He got a relative late start to the sport, and the motherfucker fights in the style that you need experience for because he in a shoulder roll. He doing a Philadelphia shell and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this opponent that he fighting looks like it might be a step up. I'm gonna get to you, Mark. I see this opponent that Anthony Yard is fighting looks like a step up. He's 27-3-3. See, but the thing is, he only got 9 knockouts. So out of those 33 fights, he only got 9 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? And this is his first fight since last October. So he ain't been the most active, but he do got a better win. His opponents got a better win percentage than Anthony Yard. His opponents are 436, 190, and 16. So without including the draws, that's about a 70% win percentage. And Anthony Yard is at 51. So I'm interested to see how this fight gonna go. Like I said, the guy Darius Seck, he doesn't have very many knockouts. He only got knockouts in 33 fights. But he Polish, and if any, y'all know about them Polish boxers, they always pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm interested to see how that fight is gonna turn out. But this looks like the type of fight, and look, Darius Seck ain't never been knocked out either. So this looks like the type of fight that Anthony Yard can get in and get some different looks from a more experienced fighter. But he doesn't have to worry about getting knocked out because the dude doesn't have power. And plus, he can go some rounds with this guy and get some experience from him because the guy has a good chin. He ain't never been knocked out before. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Yard might learn some lessons. He might, get schooled a little bit, but he'll probably still get the win though. They'll rob Darius before they give it to him. Mark
Before they
Wonderlick
hand
said,
him.
"What y'all think about Broner?
Shit, he really retired. Hey,
Did he
Mark
retire
Wonderlick,
for real?
when you get home, La La D in the building. She said, "Good morning, good morning, sis."
Yeah. What's up? What she talking about? Good
Hey,
morning.
Mark Wonderlick is about to be 12. It's 12 where she at.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark Wonderlick. If when you get home, man, shoot your Google Hangout, man, and get on. La La D, get on this morning.
Yeah, la la, yeah. This the panel day today. Why don't you go ahead and come on with us? What happened
This
to
y'all.
Lawrence Williams?
We waiting on Lawrence Williams. I sent him to his YouTube and his email. She said it's 12:23 here. Yeah, we got on a little late, just to catch up. K Black in the building.
What's up with
What's
you,
up with you?
boy? K Black boxing. He ain't come in K Black kicks today, boy. You supposed to keep on pushing your new channel.
K
Yeah,
Black.
we just up in here chopping it up, man. Talking about these little old fights that's coming up this weekend. I done already got through Christina Hammer versus Tori Nelson, Carisha Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. It's some new prospect that I seen from South Africa named Tulani Bingay. He fighting Diego Chavez. That's the guy that got knocked out by Keith Thurman and shit, and he had a draw with Brandon Rios back in the day. And then we got the prospect Daniel Dubois. He fighting some guy named Tom Little. That should be another knockout. Anthony Yard, the person that I'm very critical of, he fighting against Darius Seck. And then Josh Taylor against Victor Poso. That's the next one that I'm gonna get on. AD, yeah, I saw that message that you left at the beginning, and that's what we talking about today, man. I was talking about the women fights on Friday and the fights that's coming up on Saturday too. Lala D say Showtime fights. Well, one of the fights is on the women fight on Friday, so that'll probably be like a PBC card or something. And then the other fights are in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence Williams, what's up, brother?
There you go. Lawrence
You
Williams.
on mute? You on mute?
Lawrence
Take
Williams.
yourself off mute, brother. You gotta take yourself off mute. It's gonna be that little button on the left. Like hit your screen to make that shit pop up, and then hit that button on the left and take yourself off mute. D said, "For real, yeah, yeah, that's what we was on, man. Great minds think alike, my brother, because that showed what I was talking about. I mean, you done missed what I was talking about with the women. I mean, I can give you a quick little overview if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But the next fight that I was gonna talk about was Josh Taylor versus Victor Postal. That's a major fight coming up. Postal, I mean Josh Taylor, this is gonna be his toughest opponent that he ever had. You know what I'm saying? See, Josh Taylor, he 12-0. He got 11 knockouts. Victor Postal is 29-1 with 12 knockouts. Kid Mia, what's up, boy?
In the building.
Yeah, this the panel day too, y'all. So if y'all want to come chop it up on the panel and shit, man, just put your email address off in the chat. We want Lala to come on. Don't be ignoring us. You can't don't duck us, Lala.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. But so Josh Taylor, in the UK, man, they'll fight a motherfucker with 300 losses like it ain't Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? But Josh Taylor been a little bit different. His opponent's combined record is 188, 67, and 14. That's very good for the UK. D Bid 03, what's up, bro?
Yeah. Hey DB, you want to
Yeah,
get on talk boxing with us, man? Shoot your hangout.
yeah. Lawrence Williams,
Hey,
you gotta take yourself off mute, brother.
Lawrence Williams trying to figure his mute out real
You
quick.
trying to figure it out real quick. Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Hey, the mute. Hey, look, the mute look like a little speaker button. Look like a little microphone or something.
Yeah, and it's like a microphone with a slash through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. What's up? How you doing, brother?
man, what's going on, man? I'm chilling, man. Chilling.
Hey, what's happening, fam?
Hey, Marlo, what's good, man?
Oh, you gonna have to speak up. Don't get up here scared and whispering now.
Man, it's the Android. It's the Android, man.
Oh, that's all good. That's what's up, though.
What
But
y'all
yeah,
talking
man.
about?
Yeah, we were talking about these fights coming up this weekend. First, what you think about the Josh Taylor Victor Poster fight coming up?
Man, that's a good fight. Josh Taylor, he like one of the best prospects out here, and he ain't fighting no bums. He fighting a lot of ex world champions. I like that about him.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
he gonna
Well, to
do his
piggyback
guy.
off what you just said, to piggyback off that Josh Taylor, his opponents combined records are 188, 67, and 14. That's very good, especially for a prospect in his first 12 fights, and especially for a prospect that's in the UK. Because the people in the UK, they'll fight an opponent with 200 losses like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's very good to see from Josh Taylor and also Daniel Dubois. They both got some their opponents got a high win percentage for this stage of their career. But I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm just piggybacking off you a little bit. Go ahead, brother.
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
good.
No, it's on you. You got the flow, Lawrence.
Yeah, you got the flow, brother.
Yeah. The thing I like about Josh Taylor, man, he fought in the United States too. He fought on the Michael Garcia Broner card. So yeah, he good. They've been pushing him the right way, and I just like how he fight, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold up real quick. Say, everybody in the chat, can y'all hear this brother? Cause I can barely hear him. I got earphones on. So let me know if y'all can hear the brother. Maybe you can turn him up or something, Marlo.
Let me make sure. Yeah. Yo, Android all the way up, brother Lawrence. Oh no, yeah. Hold up, I got you. Try it now, Lawrence.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
It's a little bit better.
Better. Yep.
Yeah, they saying they can't hear you down here. Let me read the chat real quick. D said Marlowe's Corner, good looking out, fam. I would love to get on there with y'all kings, but I'm doing schoolwork and listening to y'all at the same time. All right, brother, appreciate that. D said Taylor is in for a hard ass fight. I don't really think so, bro. I'm gonna let you know why in a few minutes after Brother Lawrence. K Black says so many people live trying to show all you brothers love. Appreciate that, bro, for sure.
That's
And
what's
La
up.
La D, she say is low. Hell no. Rod X say not really. D, he needs to turn the volume up. And then Kid Mid said it ain't too much better. All right, say something now, brother.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can
Oh yeah, there
I
you
can
go.
barely, I can barely hear
Yeah.
him still.
Say something now, cause you got louder when you got closer though.
Yeah. That Josh Taylor fight. The post out. The thing I don't like about post out, right? He's scared to get hit, man. He be on that back foot so much, and once he get touched, he be running like how he did against Crawford. So
Right.
I see Josh Taylor kind of breaking him down. Probably like mid rounds, probably stop him.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Lala say he sound much better now. Okay. Well, one thing that I noticed about Victor Postal is well, he got 30 fights, but he only got 12 knockouts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So he ain't got a lot of power if you're just looking at that. I know he got the knockout over Matisse and all that shit. But if you just look at his record, he don't have that much power. And he only had one fight in 2 years. Now he has fought decent competition in his career because his opponent's combined record is 484, 148, and 24. So if you take away the draws, that's about a 77% win percentage. That's not that bad. See, but the thing about Victor Poso that worries me in this fight is his inactivity. He's only fought one time since he lost to Terrence Crawford. And I think that's what's gonna do him in this fight because he was 32 years old when he fought Crawford, and now he's 34 and he hasn't had very much activity. And Josh Taylor been fighting like 4 or 5 times a year. So I think that's gonna be his edge in this fight. I think Josh Taylor should go in there and take his ass out in about 8 rounds.
hmm I agree with that.
Okay. Good prediction. Gonna be tuned in
So
watching that motherfucker though too.
yeah. So brother Lawrence, what you think about Anthony Yard?
Say it again, Trey.
I said, what you think about Anthony Yard, brother?
I like him, man. To me, he remind me of like how David Hay used to be back in the day, like when he was coming up. He's strong. I don't see how he makes 175, but he's strong. I like his combination. He worked to the body. I mean, he gonna be straight too. I think the way they got in his career too, being smart. Like don't make him take a big fight before it's time, because he was the fight that got the IBF, Brother Bill, because he was like the man. He was offered that fight, and he was like, nah, I think that's a good move. He ain't ready yet. Just let him keep building and you know what I'm saying, growing to get more comfortable. Because I think he only had like 12 amateur fights.
12 amateur fights. And that's something that I hold against him
Pretty good.
because his style is very risky. You in that
Yeah.
Philadelphia shell and shit, and you don't even have an amateur background. You know what I'm saying? And they've
Right.
been putting him in there with fucking bums. His opponent's combined record is 166, 159, and 13. Take away the draws, that's about a 51% win percentage. You know what I'm saying? So they've been putting him in soft as fuck. His last fight, I saw him getting hit with right hands. And that's something that worries me going forward once he steps up to like a Bivol, a better BF, or a fucking Kovalev. I think he'll get his ass with me personally. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I see. You know, his opponent. He got the type of opponent though that can give him some rounds, give him some good looks, and there won't be much of a danger to him. So
Yeah.
he should get some good work in this next fight. He fighting some guy named Darius Sek, 27-3-3.
Right.
But don't be surprised if Yard shows some vulnerability. He might get in there and get hit with some right hands again because Darius Sek, he's a Polish fighter. And I don't know about y'all, but every single time I see a guy from Poland fight, from Andrew Galata all the way to that guy that just fought Danny Jacobs, them motherfuckers always give a good effort. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see about Mr. Yard. Ronald Finkley up in this bit. What's up, bro? He
Nah,
said, "What's
Finkley,
good, Marlo's Corner?"
what's good, fam?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Wonderly say smash that like button. Appreciate that, bro.
I
For
see
sure.
somebody smash dislike.
It's all
So,
good.
yeah,
You can't please everybody all the time. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, Lawrence, have you seen anything from Daniel Dubois?
Yeah, man. That's a big, strong motherfucker, boy. I like him too. The,
Yeah, you
he
still gonna have to speak up, brother.
yeah, he's a big, strong guy, and he let his punches go. And
Yeah.
he one of those guys.
You
They gonna
going,
have to slow him down.
brother? I done already told you you can't be using your next door neighbor Wi-Fi. Is that your Wi-Fi or your neighbor Wi-Fi, brother?
He got an Android.
What that mean? They ain't got
Some
good
of them,
Wi-Fi or some shit?
yeah, some of them motherfuckers don't.
Yeah. Mark
Good
Wonderlick
Lord.
say just another hater. Hey, it's all good, man. Everybody that don't like what you do ain't necessarily a hater. Sometimes it's just people that just don't like what you do. So, we gotta leave some room for that. It's all good though. That shit don't hurt our feelings. Uh
Hey,
so
Mark,
you say
come
you
get
like
on.
Daniel yeah,
Put your
Mark Wonderlick, what's up, man? You wanna come jump on this panel night, man? We're doing a panel tonight.
right.
Everybody that want to jump on the panel, y'all welcome. Just post your email in the chat and you can come jump on. We just
But you
chopping it
straight?
up a little bit.
My bad, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just asking Mark. I thought you was done. I was asking Mark, was he straight?
La La D said Iran goes home. They lost to Spain. Morocco lost to Portugal. Caught the other match late and had to leave, but I think Uruguay got took it. I'll look it up. Kurt Sugar, what's up, brother?
Microphone
Kurt
check
should.
1 2. What is this? Peace.
yeah,
Microphone check. What's
yeah. We got
good,
Lawrence.
chat? What's good, Marlo? I got my T-shirt today. That T-shirt is fire, my nigga. That T-shirt is all that, man. My wife was like, "That's a nice shirt." I was like, "Honey, that's the boxing channel that I'll be on, man." So I might order. No, ain't no might. I'm gonna order another one, man. I'm gonna get my boy one. His birthday coming up early July. He know boxing like I do. We be going at it. Woo. His name
Hey,
is
Yeah,
Hakeem. So
you
I'm
want
gonna order another shirt to support you. I love the shirt, man. I love the shirt. So I add that to my boxing collection T-shirts. What's up, Lala D, Ronald Finger, everybody. What's up, Trey? What's good, brother?
yeah.
appreciate
Good,
you.
my brother.
So
Appreciate you.
Lawrence Williams, what's good? What's good, bro?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, we
Chilling, man, chilling.
got the two killers on the panel at the same time tonight.
I mean, I've been looking at fights, man, all day, man. You know, I was looking at the old fighters, and I was looking at the new fighters, man. I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I hope fighters that I like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, as they rise in financial gain and prestige, I hope they don't turn into a Keith Thurman, because I find it kind of odd that a man like Keith Thurman can be a killer and then, you know, be a pussycat, smoking a peace pipe in the hills in Nepal. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man, anybody can turn out like that. Now, Jarrett Hurd playing games, with Charlo. He has shoulder surgery and everything, man. And then you look at a man like Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I'm saying, behind our points, eye closed against Tommy Hearns. The way he won that fight, he just showed you how hungry he was. He wanted it. He wanted it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wanted it. And I'm like shaking my head because that's my favorite fight of all time. Leonard Hearns won. And I'm going to tell you something. Before that fight, when he fought Duran, I knew he was special fighter. Even though he lost, he stood toe-to-toe with Duran. And Leonard said it's like when he hit Leonard, because he hurt Ray in the second round with a hook. Ray said it felt like he had bricks in his gloves. And I knew he was going to win the second fight, which got him ready, prepped him up for Tommy Hearns fight. And Leonard just showed you how special, because he was a superstar, pretty boy, but that dude had a lot of dog in him. He had line in him. So, I was just thinking about these new millennial fighters, man. They got to show me. Now, I know Crawford got it in him, and I know Spence. I'm not doubting him, but you just never know. Look at Keith Thurman. I was a big Keith Thurman fan, man. When he knocked out Chavez and Soto Caras, he broke Juan Diaz's ribs, who gave Porter hell. I'm just not happy the way boxing. There's a lot of potential big fights, but potential only take you so far. Now Porter and Garcia, man, they act like they scared of each other. Ain't nothing written in stone. And who's to say the winner of that fight? It's not etched in stone that they're gonna fight Spence, man. And Benavidez, if Benavidez is so good, I want to see, just like a lot of American fighters, they move up in weight to challenge themselves. Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather moved up 5 weight divisions. I want to see Benavidez and Ramirez go up to 175 and fight those tough Eastern Europeans like Bivol and Kovalev and so on. I want to see it, because I'll call it out for real.
Hey,
That's all I got to say for now.
it's funny you say. It's funny you say.
St. Cruising in the house. What's up with you, man? He said Bud versus Spence is like Leonard versus Hearns. I think Bud versus Spence is like Leonard versus Hagler, me personally. But I ain't mad at your pick either, my brother.
Hey, but I saw Porter had an interview, and I heard him say that after he get through with Garcia, he's still looking for Spence. So that sounds like he ain't gonna take no. I mean, not Spence, but Thurman. I said, so it sounds like he don't want Spence then. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Lawrence. Lawrence, go ahead. My bad. I just want to say that. Piggyback off that.
You talking about Keith Thurman, man? That dude, he let me. Man.
Hold on, what you say, Lawrence? I can't hear you, brother.
I said, Keith Thurman, man, he was talking that big shit like a while.
I can't hear nothing. You have to tighten up on that on the Wi-Fi, bro.
You got some headphones?
All right, hold on, let me read the chat, man. Lala D say, TRAE, who's Leonard and who's Hagler? Leonard is Bud to me, and Spence is Hagler. Spence kind of remind me of Hagler. He just ain't got the head movement that Hagler got. D say Thurman got money and married and lost the hunger. Hey, that's possible. You remember who was that? Mickey talking about how it's hard to wake up on silk sheets and go running. So the motherfucker has had a measure of success. He got a little money. He got his woman. It might be hard to get up and start running and shit every day. Kid Mid say Spence all day. Yes, sir. You ain't lying. And St. Cruz, and I see your point. He said undefeated welterweights. So that's why he's saying it reminds him of Leonard versus Hearns. Hey, that ain't bad, brother. I see where you coming from. Ronald Finkley say Marlo's corner. It ain't coming through. It's good. I'm out getting this money, fam. This one phone stay on some fuck boy shit. Real spill, fam. I apologize. All right, it's all good. La D say she can't hear Lawrence, so you gonna have to tighten. Oh, he gone, ain't he? All right. D said, yeah, you can't hear. Mark Wonderlick said, walking around Walmart right now, just listening. All right, bro.
What's up?
You up in that? Let me find out you up in there scoping them young girls walking around Walmart and shit, Mark. Where your wife at, boy? Where your grandbaby at, boy?
In the frozen in the frozen food section.
La D said, I understand that he lost his hunger, but he's walking away with everyone calling him a punk. Young punk. He ain't lying. For real. She said that should be his motivation. See, that's a true man's motivation. You know what I'm saying? Not every
building.
What's up? What's up?
BFTV.
What's good?
What's good, fam?
What's good? What's good? Well, I'm gonna
Best
tell you
fight
this.
the best. What's up, man?
Peace. Best fight the best.
Best
The
fight.
scenario, Leonard Hearns Spencer Crawford reminds me of Leonard Hearns because you had two welterweight who was on the collision course, and you know they was gonna fight. It was inevitable. But the style of fighting reminds me of Leonard and Hagler.
Leonard and Hagler. That's what I see too, bro. I'm 100% with you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, St. Cruz said, he think Thurman returns. He gonna return and do what? Shit, he'll return after he run out of money. That's what I see. I don't see the mother.
Hey, who Thurman remind you of when you saw that picture of him sitting there with his legs crossed playing that flute? He
Shit,
remind
I
me of
have
that
no idea.
from Kung Fu. Remember what's his name? He played on
David
Kill
Carradine.
Bill. Yeah, he
Oh, you
remind me of
talking
that.
about? Yeah.
You not talking about he
Man,
played on Kill Bill?
yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, that he
Yeah,
remind me
but
of him.
yeah, man. But now he got two monsters to deal with, man. So he's like a sandwich, bro. So he got to deal with Crawford and he got to deal with Spence. So he's scared of Spence. I knew that ever since 2015, 2016. And when Spence beat Brook. It really spooked him, man, because he was like, this dude is for real. See, fighters know. And he was like, this dude's for real. He coming at me hard body karate. So, I think Spence took the fight out of him. So that's what I feel like.
That's what it looked like. It seemed like as soon as he got that Kell Brook win, shit, everything changed for Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this is my
Yep.
first time even talking about him in a long time. I don't even talk about Keith Thurman. Like I be
Yep.
forgetting that he even a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Let me look
Mm-hmm.
in the chat a little bit. Hey, Mark Wonderlick said, "Don't get me in trouble, man." Yeah, we dry snitches on the corner. You know what I'm saying? We dry snitching. La D say, Marlo, you got your asthma pump? Oh, I see you on that gas. Great drink. What's up, boy? What's going down with you,
Great
homie?
drink in the building. What's up, fam? What's happening?
Great drink.
Kid,
Peace, bro.
Kid Mid say he on that gas too, huh? Yeah. Ronald Finkley, the Dalai Lama, what you talking about, boy? Well, Ronald Finkley, wild. I don't be knowing what that man talking about at the time. He say, fuck boy 2018. Yeah. Yeah. So Kurt, man, what you think about the fights coming up this weekend?
I think Clarissa Shields will win by knockout. I think I'll pick Taylor over Postal because I think Taylor is getting Postal at the right time. It seems like Crawford took something out of Postal. It's not mental, but not physical, but it's mental because people tend to forget when you have a fighter that loses a big fight and gets shut out like he did. It takes something out of the fighter. I think Crawford took his confidence. He didn't fight in a long time, so he's got to put it with inactivity. And Taylor has a lot of upside, so I pick Taylor.
I
I
do
don't know
too.
about TKO or decision, but I might go late round TKO. I think Anthony Yard is fighting, man. Big Paul Bunyan looking nigga. He kind of slow. He's still crude, so I'm gonna give him a little bit time. Then I can make a better assessment of how far he gonna go. But he's in the light heavyweight division, and that division, you got Bivol, man. This dude Bivol can fight. I told people the way he beat Sullivan Barrera, man, he can box. He's a boxer, puncher, boxer. Ain't that many fighters like that. You Spence Crawford, you could say, mainly Crawford, but Bivol can fight, man. I think he's the man in that division. I think he will beat, Kovalev, because Kovalev don't want no smoke. He can beat Better Beef because he can box, he moves, he let his hands go. He can beat all of them, man. So, Anthony Yarde, still remains to be seen. So I gave him an incomplete for now, and somebody else is fighting too. But I heard a
Yeah,
rumor though. I
Daniel
heard Billy
Dubois
Joseph.
fighting.
Yeah, that's right. I got to see more with him too. People were saying how he was handling Anthony Joshua, with sparring and stuff like that. I don't put too much credence in that. This is the professional ranks. But I heard a rumor that Billy Joe Saunders was going to vacate his title and fight James DeGale September 15th at the O2 Arena. That's what I'm hearing. A strong rumor.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard the same thing earlier. I think I saw that on CJ channel, boxing clinic. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm gonna
But
tell you, I don't think, people take too much what Saunders did to Lemieux. Lemieux lost to Rubio of all people, Marco Antonio Rubio of all people, man. So I think Lemieux with the style Sanders have, you could look good against Lemieux. Lemieux is purely one dimensional, and Saunders, man, it seems like he don't want to fight. He talk and talk and talk, but he don't want to get in the ring. He only with certain fighters. And that Andrade fight with Falco is a done deal for HBO on July 21st on the triple header. That's one of the best cards that HBO had in a while.
yeah, let me look up in the chat a little bit real quick. Great
Hmm.
Drink said he chilling, just done a little sparring. Boy, who the hell you sparring at this time of night? Goddamn, what you doing, boy? You competing or what you doing to try to stay in shape? St. Cruz and said I was a Thurman fan until he punked out. That's a lot of us. I remember when that motherfucker. What's that Mexican name that he went to the ribs on? Kurt Sugar.
Diaz.
Yeah, the Julio Diaz. When I saw that fight, man, I thought Keith Thurman was on some Matrix shit or something. I thought he was Neo, but man, he a straight up punk for real. Lala D says, speaking of mental, what's being said about Broner? I don't know what's going on with Broner, man. But you know what? If the motherfucker feel like he need to retire, he act like he got some brain damage or something to me. So maybe he do need to go and get out the way. Quit being a fucking big drama show all the time, a straight up soap opera. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and be a promoter. He got a good mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He very witty. I think he'll make a good promoter. I've heard other people talking about this too. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and
Right.
do your about billions promotions and go and sit your head down somewhere.
Broner got his wake up call when he got when he lost to Madonna. I kind of knew how far he was gonna go then. Certain fighters lack savvy and moxie. All the great fighters had it. That intestinal fortitude that if the situation got uncomfortable or tough, they can fight their way out of it with their mind. Case in point with Mayweather. When he got hit with Mosley in the second round, he fought and he held. First he held, then he fought his way out of it and came out the next round like nothing happened. Certain fighters get hit, they don't know what to do. I love Tommy Hearns, but when he got hit, or Tyson, they didn't recover. And then people like Larry Holmes and Evander Holyfield, when they got hit, they're gonna come back that same round or the round after. And you see, you can't teach that. That's something a fighter gotta have, and Adrian Bruner don't have that. Then he start getting exposed. He could have lost to Malignaggi. He could have lost to Granados. He could have
Mm-hmm.
lost to Vargas.
He could have
So
also Taylor, man. He would Taylor jumped out on his ass too.
right. And if Broner retire, man, good riddance, man. We don't need no clown niggas like that in boxing. Goddamn court jester, man. We don't need that.
Lawrence
I'm
Williams, what
tired
you
of this
think
nigga,
about
man.
Broner? What you think about Broner, Lawrence?
Man, I like Broner when he was at 105. That's all I can say about that, man.
This man talk, bruh. Talk, my nigga. Like for real, bruh. Like what are you doing? Talk, my brother. This man,
You can't hear me?
I can hear your volume sounded better, but shit, you started whispering.
No, I was saying, AB. I like AB when he was at 135. That clown AB, I can't mess with him, man. He a sideshow. It's like I lost so much money on this dude, man. I can't even no more. So hey, I don't got nothing. If he retire, man, that's good for everybody. That's what I say.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
something
I
real
see.
quick.
Hold on, real quick. I see Junior the
Okay.
Truth in the house. What's up with you, homie? Fresh
Junior
off the
Peace,
Smoke
Junior.
City Mobcast.
man.
Peace.
Yeah. Hold on. Be best fight the best. He said he said he'll love to get on another day. Okay, that's what's up. But let me read the chat real quick. Let me catch up on the chat before this shit get away from me too much. Um St. Cruz, all right, I see Grant, you know, already answered him. St. Cruz and said Mikey over Easter, but could be a good one. And it got a lot more interesting since Robert Easter went over there with Kevin Cunningham. I've been seeing them training, and that motherfucker been working hard. You know what I'm saying? So even if Mikey win that fight, I think he got a storm coming this way. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Fight Fan TV said, Mayete Magic, ho. That's what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Lala D said, I just checked AB's page. I don't see any talk of retirement, and AB spills everything. You know, he always good for talking shit, keeping his name in the press and stuff like that. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Well, not smart to be on that bullshit, but he just knows that even bad publicity is good publicity. He keeping people talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Grape Drink said, I'm a little tired, bro. I'm just going to sit back and relax and chop it up in the chat. Ain't nothing wrong with it. St. Cruz and say AB will unretire tomorrow. They all do, bro. The motherfucker be wanting to retire, they always come back. I'm surprised Andre Ward ain't looking like he gonna come back. He look like he gonna really stand on his word. Great Drink say, nah, dude, I sparred 2 hours ago. Did you get it in, boy? Best Fight the Best said the damn boxing gurus in this bitch. Y'all on another level. Yeah, appreciate that, man. That boy Kurt Sugar, he elevate the whole show. And St. Cruz and say, man, you know your boxing. He got to be talking about Kurt Sugar. D said, I think AB lost it when he sparred EJ. Yeah, that probably hurt his confidence a lot. The motherfucker got dropped. And people still asking Earl Spence about that shit to this day. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. I see Junior the Truth say, salute, family. My name is my name. Yeah, Junior the Truth for sure.
Okay.
D said EJ broke AB. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Best fight the best. He said, I'm with my daughter sneaking this, but I would love to on another day. All right, for sure. Uh Best fight the best said I got to get my boxing in though, huh? Junior the Truth said it's all good, bro. Salute, family love, yes sir. Ronald Finkley say till the wheels fall off. All right, bro. Then Junior the Truth said Robert Easter Jr. Baby, you must be for that area or something, bro. And then D said as a psychologist and counselor, I honestly think AB has mental illness. That's why I said I think that motherfucker need to go get some Prozac, some Zoloft, and some Seroquel. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker needs some help. And Best Fight the Best said the Mikey versus Easter fight depends on Easter. If he uses his natural advantages, he wins easily. I can't say that he gonna win easily, but that'll definitely give him his best chance to win. And if I knew for a fact that he would do that, I would probably like convincingly pick this motherfucker going into this fight. To be honest with you. All right, we caught up.
All right.
Well, I remember when Bruno knocked out DeMarco, I was jumping up and down. I said, we got another great one. I jumped the gun real fast because I let my emotions get ahead of me. I went the next day and ordered Adrian Bruno t-shirt. When he started losing, I told my wife, I said, you want something to clean the furniture with? Here. For real. Yeah, I said, here. She started cleaning the furniture with that t-shirt, man, because this nigga became a clown. Then, it just irritated me. See, you got to win. See, if he would have won, he would have been more amusing. And that's how Ali was in the 60s. But he kept winning. So it was a big difference. You got to win, man. You got to win. So, Adrian Bruner, like I said, if he retired, man, bye.
Hey, don't do Junior the Truth like that, man. He Ohio born player made, man.
Yeah, I see her. Lala D said she got Easter too, huh?
Don't do it like that.
Yeah, I see
Man,
Junior the Truth said I'm Ohio born player made family. Yeah, I ain't mad at you, brother. For
that's
sure.
what's up. Y'all done had some excellent fighters.
Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all
And
also had the worst fighter. Y'all also had the fighter with the most losses in United States history. Y'all had Reggie Strickland. He was 276, and 17. Yeah.
wow,
Oh,
276 losses coming straight out of Ohio.
as
I
it
ain't gonna get
turned
on
out,
you too bad though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But hey, the way I looked at Adrian Broner, I always looked at him as having a ceiling in the first place. I mean, I never thought that he could be like a Mayweather that fought Corrales type of person that can put together a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Like he
right.
off in that shoulder roll doing that Philadelphia shell, but he doesn't mix the legs with him. Plus, he doesn't bend at the waist with it. He likes to lean back and parry punches, and he leaned back so far it looked like he looking up at the ceiling. So whenever I looked at that shit, I always kind of felt like he had limitations. Like when you in that shoulder roll, you trying to transition from defense to offense, and I don't see him doing that. I always see him all the way on offense or all the way on defense. So I always felt like he had limitations. And when he fought Antonio DeMarco, I felt like DeMarco fought the perfect fight to make Adrian Broner look good. He was on the
Mm.
inside trying to put his head against Adrian Broner's chest. He didn't make Adrian Broner have to do any kind of guessing or anything. He was right there for Adrian Broner to look great against. So when I saw that shit, it was impressive. Even the little dance he did on the way to the ring and shit had me laughing. But I just looked at it in context and I didn't get too excited about it.
Yeah, so yeah, he's on his way out anyway, man. I just want these fights to be made in boxing because we got some potential big fights, man. So Al Heyman paid these guys well, man. So man, Danny Garcia picking people like Rob Salka, and I thought he lost to Herrera. I saw that fight like 2 times, man. When he fought Mauricio Herrera, he lucky that fight was in Puerto Rico because Herrera outboxed him. He really did.
I
Herrera
thought he
always gave
did
people
too.
problems. Zab ain't want to fight Herrera. They tried making that fight, but and remember, people don't realize, man, Zab just throwing boxing out there. Remember Zab Judah say he slipped in the tub because he's supposed to have signed a contract to fight Shane Mosley. He said he slipped in the bathroom.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he
Hey, we
slipped in the
got Mike Biggs
bathroom.
boxing in the house. What's up?
What's
On there,
going
hen,
on, Mike
hen,
Big?
hen. Yeah,
You
what's
know,
up, boy?
what's good?
I'm gonna get to the chat too, y'all. I ain't skipping
Big
no chat, so
boxing
don't worry about it.
building. What's happening, fam?
Let me look up in the chat real quick. Lala said, I don't like t-shirts of active fighters. Don't know why. The only active one I've ever had was Mayweather, but he's special. You need to go get you a goddamn TRAE X shirt then. Now, as a matter of fact, we're gonna have them Kurt Sugar shirts coming out, so get you one of them.
That's
St. Cruz and said at 135 pounds, Broner was an excellent lightweight. He was straight, but he still had his limitations. You know what I'm saying? But he was a good fighter at 135. Junior the Truth say Broner's best fight was the Madonna fight. You think so? I done heard a lot of people saying that and shit. Me personally, I think it was the Antonio DeMarco fight. He looked awesome in that fight, but he had an opponent that made him look awesome. Um, Junior the Truth say Strickland was about that action. Yeah, he sure was. That motherfucker had 359 fights. He had to been about that action. Got knocked out 26 times though. Mark Wonderlick say that's deep. I guess he talking about you, Kurt Sugar. St. Cruz and say DeMarco was Broner at his best. Yeah, for sure. Best fight the best. AB a weird ass dude, but he's got one of the best resumes in the game. He didn't win them all, but at least he fought them. Yeah, he got a pretty straight little resume and shit.
mm-hmm.
Um, Mike Biggs, all right, great drink. AB won't be retired for long. The homeboy has like a million baby mamas. Lowland Profits, what's up, boy? Yeah, he say what's good. Lala D said, all right, she laughed and said, ask
Building.
Emmanuel, is he sure he's the same person who's been beating our asses in that trivia? Because he ain't saying nada now. Not Emmanuel, that's Lawrence. Crazy ass girl. Junior the Truth said that shoulder roll is not natural for him. He was mimicking Floyd. Yeah, it's a difference between learning that shit from your fucking since you was a toddler like Mayweather, then some guy sitting back watching you on TV wanting to be like you, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? Best fight the best at Danny Swift Garcia lost to Herrera and Lamont Peterson. All right, I see. I agree with you. St. Cruz and say Garcia got beat by Herrera. They agreeing with you, Kurt Sugar. Mike
Mm-hmm.
Biggs boxing already. La La D. Sorry,
Building.
Lawrence. Yeah.
What's happening,
Mike
fam?
Biggs, he say he's sipping. Great Drink said that's the worst excuse I've heard from a fighter. That he slipped in the tub. Lala D said, "Hey Mike, okay. P Money, what's up, boy? Say what's good. Ronald Finkley, everybody should check for Mike Biggs boxing and break down a prize fighter over boxing and sports real talk. Yeah.
Right.
Ray Drake said Lawrence is a silent killer like Crawford. But he ain't gonna be silent no more. What's up, Lawrence? What's on your mind, brother?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about this AB shit, man. I just remember the downfall, man, when he jumped up them 2 weeks to fight Paulie. I think he should have stayed at 35, man. And because he was kind of like a weight bully down there. He was bigger than all them guys, so he probably could have got his best effort out there if he would have been dedicated to the sport. But he wanted to be a rapper and shit, so I don't know, man.
Hey, Mike Biggs say, who that, man? That's Lawrence Williams, the motherfucker that's been whooping everybody ass off in the chat on this trivia. The only person he couldn't get was Kurt Sugar, the one and only. Y'all already know how that go. Let me catch up in the chat real quick while y'all take a little intermission. Uh, Best Fight the Best said, nah, the worst excuse was Mosley's tooth. He pretty much saying he don't want no smoke with Mayweather back in the day. Yeah, Junior True said, smash the like button, family. Appreciate that, homie, for
Yeah,
real.
man.
Lala say, yeah, Mosley toothache was the worst. Then D said, not everyone can use the shoulder roll. I teach my fighters the roll, but I also tell them that it's not for everyone. Imagine Mike Tyson doing the shoulder roll. That's what I feel like when I look at Anthony Yard, this old swole ass dude, and doing the shoulder roll and shit. Then Mike Biggs, he said, "Oh, what up, homie? Yeah, at the bar, MARLO'S corner. Yeah, yeah." He saying,
Yeah.
"What's up to you, Lawrence?"
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah. So what y'all think about the lady fights this weekend? Cause that's really like the main thing that we wanted to highlight today. Cause we got Christina Hammer versus Tori Nelson on Friday, and on the exact same card in the main event, I believe, is Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that.
I think Shields doing the KO Gabriel's in about 5. This is the more like a showcase fight, and you got Hammers fighting on the undercard or whatever. And I think they eventually it's going to be a big fight between Shields and Hammer. So you know how they do before the big fight, they put the fight your opponent on the undercard, and that's what's going to happen. I like Hammer by decision, and I like Shields by KO. I would say between 6 and 7 rounds.
Did you know that Hannah Gabriels was the WBA and WBO super welterweight champion?
She sure is.
I
She
didn't know
looks a
that
little older. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
she moving up in
Yeah,
weight to fight Carissa. What you about to say,
Yeah,
Lawrence?
yeah. Also tomorrow too, on Lou DiBella card, you got Raquel Miller fighting one of the ladies that the white girl. They fighting tomorrow on Lou DiBella card. Just throw that in there. But
Yeah, I
I
noticed
think
that there's a
Carissa
lot of teaching
Shields
and do
that
fight tomorrow too.
yeah, he does. Yeah, the one
yeah
Garcia knocked out.
Knocked the fuck out.
yeah
Shit, we were praying for him and everything. I thought he had died. But
Yeah, that
what
was
you were saying,
brutal.
Lawrence?
yeah, it was crazy.
Now, what you were saying before I interrupted you, bro?
I mean, you good. I like that Carissa Shields fight, man. I think the young lady she going I'm talking about Gabriel. She gonna box. If she can. She gonna be moving, and I think she gonna cut the ring off. She got John David Jackson in her corner for this fight, y'all. I remember y'all talking about that earlier.
Carissa Shields do?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
she got
thought I
him.
saw that.
So I heard her talking like how like when she fights, she throw like 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. He trying
Yeah,
to get her to throw like 2 and 3 punch combinations. That way,
she
she
can
can
sit down on him.
keep her win up. I think she gonna end up stopping around like 6. She catch up with him, cut the ring off, and that'd be that.
All right.
Well, this is what I saw when I looked at the fight. Carissa Shields, we already know how she is. She T-Rex. She tough. She got a lot of determination. She has a high work rate. Her defense is straight. She can slip punches and stuff like that. She a sharp puncher, very accurate. You know what I'm saying? Her opponents have been pretty tough for this stage in her career. She only got 5 fights, and her opponent's combined record is 52-9-4. If you take away the draws, that's about an 85% win percentage. So they ain't putting
Yeah.
in with no cupcakes. And this Hannah Gabriel girl, she got good mobility. She got a lot of confidence, like you got it's written all over her face. She got a strong build, very strong legs and stuff. But the thing I hold against her is that she got a low work rate. She don't throw a lot of punches. And against somebody like Carissa Shields, they can get you in trouble. And if you look at the combined opponent record for Hannah Gabriels, they 125, 57, and 19. So that's about 69%. So she ain't been put in as tough overall as Carissa Shields, at least in this stage of Carissa Shields' career. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's gonna be a good fight. I think Hannah Gabriels might be her toughest opponent that she done Carissa done face because of her experience. She a champion. She got a lot of confidence, and it looked like she got some skills. It just looked like Carissa should probably go in there and be able to outwork her. Now you talking about Carissa over there with John David Jackson? That's kind of interesting to me because Carissa Shields, she be hitting women with some punches that just look hard as fuck to me, but she don't be dropping them. You know what I'm saying? So if he able to
Yeah.
get her to start sitting down
I
on her
think
punches, give her
that's what
more of a pro style.
my
And hold
bad.
on, brother, hold on. Give her more of a pro style instead of an amateur style. I think that'll take her a long way. All right, go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, they was talking about he want her to sit down on her punches more, and that's what he said they were working on. So that's why I see her getting her up out of there like six. But it's good for women's boxing, man. The best thing about Carissa to me, other than her skill set, we all know that, but she got the struggle. You know what I'm saying? She got that dog because she been through the struggle, and it's gonna be hard to
Hmm.
beat her, man. Like where she came from
Hmm.
and how she made her way out of that. It's gonna be hard to beat her, man. It's hard to beat.
Let me respond to Junior the Truth. He said, didn't Gabriel's just get hurt in her last fight? I don't know, brother. I'm just now really kind of tuning in to the women's boxing, but I do see that her only loss was to a woman named Alexandria Castillo. And that was Hannah Gabriel's last fight too. So she fought this woman twice. The first fight, I think she lost by TKO in like 3 rounds, and then she came back and got revenge in the last fight and beat her by like a unanimous decision. All right, let me look back up in the chat real quick. Uh, Junior the Truth say Thurman's marriage is the worst excuse. Yeah. Lala said, who was the mobcast guy who said Broner needs to lose that stank in his ass shoulder roll? I don't even know. Mark Wonderlick said they would have had to face Tank. Oh shit, we don't. I don't even know what he's talking about. We done got on some other shit.
Cheers.
Junior the Truth said two T Rex doing work. Can't wait. I love Carissa Shields, bro. Lala D said stinking. Damn spell check. D said agree 100% with Kurt Sugar. We all do. Ronald Finley said, I'm back, my dude. I just have to bang Marlowe's corner on all social media websites. Let's get it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. D said, and Shields will fight Hammer and beat the brakes off of her from what I've been seeing. It ain't even close. Lala said, can I get everyone's opinion on Lou DiBella if you have one? What y'all think about Lou DiBella?
Oh, he's the typical um car salesman, all promoters. You can say the same thing about Bob Arum. Al Heyman is an advisor and manager, so you can't throw him in there. You could say stuff about Don King, but I'm gonna tell you something about Don King. He gave you the best fights. He had a car in the mid-90s. He had 5 championship fights on one card, and it was all rematches. One of the best cards ever. And people want dog Don King, but Lou DiBella, I used to go to his cars all the time because he used to, we had a restaurant called BB King's. They used to have local fighters from New Jersey and New York, fight, but the restaurant closed down. But, Bernard Hopkins used to talk bad about him. So it's the typical, boxing promoter slash used car salesman. Ain't nothing new. It's the nature of the business.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
hey, that's crazy. I see Ron Finkley spoke on Wilder. I was on Wilder page. There's a bunch of haters on that dude page on his Instagram. Bunch of haters, bro. I had to leave a comment on that thing, man. I don't usually do that. It was a bunch of haters in that motherfucker. It was more haters than people that actually follow him.
Hating on Ronald
Yeah.
Finkley?
No, Wilder.
No.
Oh,
Ron,
Wilder. Oh, Wilder. Okay.
he mentioned something that made me think about what I just said. He said, if Wilder not bitching, why are we crickets, my nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All
not to
right,
cut.
Junior the Truth. Yeah, Junior the Truth said Pretty Beast is doing work this week too. Who is the Pretty Beast, man?
I
I
think
don't
he
even know
talking,
who that is.
I think he talking about
Yeah,
Quincy.
I thought he was calling her T Rex though. But Great Drink said Lou DiBella is a bad promoter. St. Cruz said, anyone remember Ali versus Frazier 4? The daughters. They fought tough. Yeah, I remember hearing about that shit. You remember that shit?
Yes, I do. Yep.
What about you, Lawrence? You remember when the daughters was fighting? Jackie Frazier and Layla Ali?
Yeah, that jump was on pay-per-view at the Turner Stone. I remember that.
It was on pay-per-view, man. They tripped out on that shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right. Great Drink say Lou Bella doesn't do shit. I haven't seen him promote his fighters. So he's saying he don't do shit. He sits around on his ass. And Great Drink say, yeah. Junior the Truth say didn't get okay. I answered that one. All right. I see La La. Ronald Finkley said we not playing with no fuck boys. I agree with you. Couldn't agree with you more. Great Drink said DeBella hasn't done nothing to give Wilder any shine. That ain't my
Yep.
area of expertise. What y'all think?
He's right. He's right. Man, Lou DeBella is more like a local promoter, man. Even the old promoters was better. Cedric Kushner, and Dan Chargerin. He was an old promoter, old school promoter. Lou DeBella, man, like I said before, man, he's like used car salesman. They'll sell you pipe dreams, man. Wilder should be bigger than what he is, man. He should be big on a bigger plateau. Promote that man. You put money in, you get money out.
Right.
He's a heavyweight champion. You promote that man. He's a KO artist. But they don't want to promote him. Boxing right now, man, in 2018. I'm from the 70s and 80s. It's just a different type of thing I'm not used to. It's just like hip hop music. It's just foreign to me.
Right.
I never thought boxing would be like it is, man. Wilder should be, very popular.
Right.
But if I was Wilder
What you think,
though,
Marlo?
I'm
Oh,
letting
go
them.
ahead, brother. My
I'm
bad. I
letting.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, real quick, if I was Wilder, man, I'll be more into the hip hop arena, and I'll be fighting in predominantly black cities. I mean, I know he fights in Alabama, but I would go to Atlanta or something like that. It's just like the second Fars and Mosley fight. They fought at the Black Expo in Indianapolis. So I would, hire a machine, and that's promotional team, and get my name out there even more.
That sounds smart.
Okay, okay.
That sounds like selling some cheaper tickets because his competition ain't gonna be at the Brazil. It's gonna be trash. And when I mean trash, it ain't gonna be nobody that's gonna make them no money. You understand what I mean? So they're gonna have to be cheaper tickets so people just can support them at least. You feel me?
Right.
Because that's why he trying to get that big fight. And for Lou DiBella, I think that's where Wilder got some of that bag money from, man. You got to get the process where it's due. You can't make no big fights happen without two people negotiating and sitting down making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that people saw money to be giving up 50 million somewhere for that fight to happen, and then now he got to settle for 12 or 13 or whatever the case may be, and then they saying 8 months now too. And that's all bullshit. Like if people can't see that, it ain't about the person that's behind the fighter. I think that they know that it's probably Brazil. That's not gonna be no big fight. No, you know what I mean? No hell of a money. You know what I mean? The biggest money out there probably would be Ortiz again. So he just gonna be knocking down bums, going to go get that 51-0. You know what I'm saying?
Or you
And
can go whoop Tyson Fury ass. I've been seeing Tyson Fury talking shit. Why you can't go target that motherfucker?
I love to see that.
Right.
Even though it's gonna be
I
over
think he'll
quick.
whoop his bitch ass too. He'll whoop Tyson Fury whole ass.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
I
he'll,
think.
he'll knock Tyson Fury out, man.
Tyson Fury was in the ring watching the goddamn fight, and then he told his opponent, "Hey, mate, look, look, look!" Like like it was a fucking kid shit show, man. I was like,
Yeah,
"What
that
the
was some
hell going
bullshit.
on?"
Yeah, that
That
was
shit was
some
crazy.
crazy shit. Let me jump back up in the chat. Great Drink said that LDBC gives more promotion to Wilder than DeBella. Probably not even just Wilder. Probably a lot of fucking fighters. Lala D said, I agree. I asked because I remember saying that once, and I can't remember who it was who strongly defended him. I don't be understanding these people that be defending promoters and shit anyway. Like, I don't know.
Right.
St. Cruz and said, agree. Lou DiBella needs to do more for Deontay. Kid Mid said, them women ain't fucking with Shields. I agree with you, bro. Ronald Finkley said that Wilder not bitching Wild Weed. Crickets, my nigga. Okay. D said, he said, I like the Bella. Okay. Ronald Finkley said Curtis taking us to school like always. Uh Junior the Truth say Rockwell Miller is the pretty beast. Oh, I ain't know that, brother. I don't even think I ever heard of that name. I'm gonna have to go check out Miss Rockwell Miller, the pretty beast. D said, yeah, once she beats Hammer, she'll have 3 belts in 3 different weight divisions, similar to Loma, but no one is talking about it. Yeah, I brought that shit up in the trivia one time, man. That woman is a 2 gold medal winner in the Olympics and shit, just like Lomachenko, and she fighting hell of an opponents early in her career, just like Lomachenko, and she deserve her motherfucking respect for sure, just like Lomachenko. Lala D is in WBC heavyweight champ at that. Oh, yep. Talking about Deontay. Lala D said, but Bud doesn't complain about Aram either. Okay, Kid Mid said anything to fuck Wilder over. Great Drink said no worries, fam. We all entitled to our opinion. Oh, he talking to Ronald Finkley. Kid Mid said Tyson Fury ain't shit. He ain't, bro. He weak. D said he beat Tyson and become the lineal champ. That's what I was thinking too. Go after that lineal, man. People be making a big deal about all that shit. Go get it. And D said I was joking about the belly. Yeah, that nigga weak. You know that, bro. And Kid Mid said all them UK niggas using Wilder name for promo. Yeah, I agree. Just like the motherfucker like Mikey Garcia using Earl Spence for promo. All right, we caught up, y'all. Y'all go ahead, brother.
Hey, Antonio McCray said the chat room closed.
Huh?
I was telling y'all that before you go, Lawrence. I was saying that Antonio McCray said he couldn't get in the chat.
Yeah.
He said
When you saying he can't get on the panel, or what you mean?
he was saying that the chat icon ain't there. He probably on his phone or something. But I don't know. Hey, but go ahead.
Oh, he hit you up behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, listen, about Tyson
Yeah.
Fury, he will never be the same again. The boxing gods is not going to allow him. He should have rolled off that momentum when he beat Klitschko. And I've seen a lot of fighters do that. They win a big fight, they start abusing their body, he drinking and shooting dice and darts and cocaine and all that. He would never be the same again. He didn't look bad. He looked horrible. Wilder was probably laughing at the TV. Wilder would knock him out in 3 rounds, man. Wilder will put that jab on him and then line him up with that right hand and bang, good night, Irene. And so Fury is finished. And Joshua and Dillian White, they all scared of Wilder, man.
Hey,
They all
Warren,
scared
what's
of
up,
Wilder.
boy? This your night. You want to come on and chop it up? What's up? And I see St. Cruz, and he say Deontay flattens Fury with the same right hand as Cunningham, only Fury don't get up. And if he do get up, he gonna wish he didn't get up, because that motherfucker Wilder, once he gets you hurt, he is the most excited fighter I ever seen. He literally sprints across the ring looking like Usain Bolt to go over there and knock your ass out. And he got good stamina. And he ain't gonna sit back like Klitschko did with Joshua and let the motherfucker goddamn, hold on, bro. He ain't gonna sit back like Joshua and let the motherfucker catch a second win. You know what I'm saying? He gonna jump on that dude and try to get his ass up out of there.
One of them
Yep.
ones in the building. What's up, fam?
What's good?
What you think about that shit, Lawrence? Fury versus Wilder.
Man, when Fury jumped in the ring after Wilder stopped Spilker, that's when they should have did it right there. It's too late now because you gotta understand, Deontay get better and better and better, and while this dude Tyson Fury been out chilling, doing whatever he do, and he looked like trash his last fight, so he got a lot of catching up to do. So I think if they do fight, before I thought Tyson probably get him when before he went on his layoff, but right now ain't no way he gonna beat Deontay. So that's what I say on that.
Deontay gonna have him doing the Harlem Shake. He ain't never done it before. He's gonna knock the cocaine out of the system. You see, he knocked that Metal Mucil out of
he had right there.
he gonna knock the cocaine out of the system.
I don't think Ortiz gonna be the same either, because he's older than what we think. He's an older fighter, man. He lied about his age. Plus, you couple that with inactivity, plus a heavyweight. Nah, I don't think
Yeah.
Ortiz gonna be the same either, man. I hate to say it because I like Ortiz, man, but at old age and inactivity together, man, only very, very few fighters can do that. Mayweather, Leonard, Ali, they can do that. Stay away for years and be older and come back and look like they never left.
Hey,
Right.
so what you think? What y'all think about this? Who who wilder opponents? Let's say forget about chasing Anthony Joshua. Who wilder opponents? Let's try to make sure the man eat without trying to put him on. You know what I mean, under the bus, saying that whatever, however people feel about the situation. Who wilder opponents will keep him up there? You know what I mean, to keep him relevant and eating, man. Like I see
I say
There
Brazil.
ain't nobody.
Brazil.
Yeah,
I say
that's the
Brazil.
logical
just
choice.
I say I like Deontay when he mad, like he was with Severn too. Like get Brazil up in there. All that shit he been talking. Get him up there, get him up out of there. And then after that, I heard Charles Martin. I know Charles Martin is trash, but I heard he fighting Kornacki on Porter
Mm-hmm.
Garcia undercard. So the one of them two can be next, and whoever else.
Line them
But
all up.
I want Brazil though. Like I want Brazil
That's
for
right.
Wilder. So
That's
that's what that is.
that'll be like a nice chunk of change for him. You know what I'm saying? Because Big Baby already said he don't want no smoke. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
Yep.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't fighting Wilder, man. They running for Wilder. And plus, see Wilder get what, a couple of million, depends who he fight. And you got to understand, he lives in Alabama. 2 million in Alabama is like 10 million in New York. So
Right.
he lives in Alabama, man. So, he ain't complaining. So, his pockets got to be fat, 2 million here, 2 million there, million and a half here.
Because Al Heyman
Yeah.
talking to him like champ. I mean, yeah, if we can't get him, let's slow down. I know you got some money in Brazil. I know you probably got some money in probably Pulev or Pulev or whoever he is. If he knock that boy down. But other than that, everything else would just be a smooth breeze to 51-0. I see, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
Joshua.
Let me tell you a fight that Wilder. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let me tell you a fight I always want to see. I always want to see Wilder versus Brian Jennings. I always want to see that
What
fight.
the hell you want
But
to see that man get killed
no,
like that
no.
for?
But look. Hey, feel me out though. Before, like when Wilder won his title in 2015,
Mhm.
like Brian Jennings was right there when they was talking about them the two top American heavyweights. Yeah, Brian Jennings went
Ryan
fought
Jennings ain't
Klitschko.
never been nowhere with me. He always been weak to me. That's just my opinion. Well, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but because both of them guys are athletic, they long. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. It's just like an urban thing to me. I want the brothers to eat. That's why I want to see that so much.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ryan Jennings will go bye-bye if he fuck with Deontay Wilder. I guarantee you that. We gonna get a new
Out
meaning
in
to
the
the word
building.
bye-bye. We might not ever see him again. Hop, what's up, boy? Yeah, he said Wilder Brazil just don't move that needle. Let me jump up in the chat real
Hey,
quick.
let them know, bro, that
La la,
flow open for
huh?
them. Get on. The flow open. Hop just got in. The flow open. They want to get on.
Oh yeah, Hop, you can come through too, man. Anybody that want to come get on, man, just put your email address in the chat. We got you. All right. Lala said, "Who is that actor in your photo?" I don't know the actor name, but I know that's Goldie from the Mac. What's his name? Kurt Sugar. What's the actor name?
Max Julian.
Max Julian. One said Ortiz got to be at least 45. Hey, I see it too. Kid Mid said, I totally disagree. Fury been a fucking bomb. For real, for real. He said he ain't showing him shit. I'm right there with you, bro. All them feints and shit, that shit ain't enough for me. I need to see more than that. One say Ortiz, my
Right.
man, but you know how the Cubans do on the immigration papers, huh? St. Cruz said Ortiz is being avoided again, running out of time, man. Yeah, they be avoiding that man. One say the heavyweight division is trash, in my opinion. On the person I'm feeling is only person I'm feeling is Ortiz, and he's on his way out. Yep, I agree with you. Kid Miss said
Yep.
Ortiz against Brazil, then KO Dillian White. I won't be mad at that. He needs to stay busy anyway. One say, damn, I didn't even know Saudi was even in the competition. I don't know shit about soccer, so let me get out y'all conversation. D said he Tyson in Brazil. I guess that's what he want for Wilder. Great Drink said Wilder doesn't need Joshua. He should focus on 51 and 0. I want to see him focus on Tyson Fury. That's what started it anyway. When Tyson Fury came over here and got in the ring with Wilder, and Wilder said he was gonna baptize his ass. That's what I want to see him do. Yeah. D
Hey,
said get the lineal, huh?
now let's say when it looked like he got scared when he looked at Wilder's eyes and Wilder, stood up to him and all them back hairs just stood up on him. It looked like he just sunk in like, oh my God, he's massive.
Yeah, that motherfucker Fury is a real faggot though, man. He over
Man,
there talking about he talking about Joshua talking about his piece. He looking all into that man's Sephiroth eyes. He picked them up
Yeah.
in his drawers.
he kissed
Yeah, I don't know about Tyson Fury, man.
he kissed him at the instead of
Yep, yep, yep. Kissed him. It was wild, man. Great Drink said we think alike, huh? I don't even know what you talking about, man. But great minds do think alike. Lala D said that seems like a mismatch to me, but what do I know? I guess you talking about Wilder versus Fury, maybe? I don't
It
know.
will be a
Hop say
mismatch.
Hop say Wilder Brazil just doesn't move the needle on my interest meter. Hey, you ain't alone, bro. Join the get in line. Kid Miss said Jennings good for the garbage can, huh? La D said doesn't move the needle on my interest meter. Hey, Hop be coming with them bars. You know what I'm saying? St. Cruz and said Deontay versus Big Baby Miller, Brazil next to it. Hey, that ain't bad, man. I'll watch them fights, especially the Big Baby Miller fight. I think Brazil is just straight trash can juice, so I'm not really interested in watching him. But Wilder and Big Baby Miller, hey, it'll be interesting. At least there's a battle of the unbeatens. You know what I'm saying? Great Drink say Daniel Dubois would KO AJ soon. Hey, I won't be mad at it. Motherfucker Daniel Dubois remind me of another AJ. His damn self to me. He kind of remind me of Frank Bruno a little bit, just with his build. I ain't talking about the skills, just the way they built. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Mark Wonderlick said, wasn't Brian Jennings a football player? And Mark, you brought up a good point. Like, I don't trust them fucking former football players in boxing. Him, Seth Mitchell, none of that shit. They
Yeah.
always be weak.
Yep.
Yeah, just show me one football player to turn into a good fighter, and then we can revisit the conversation. Kid Miss said Tyson Fury gay as fuck. He already know. La D said Wilder versus Jennings. Man, why y'all want to hear the Guinness Book of World Records for the loudest snoring in history when this motherfucker Wilder put this dude to sleep? I don't know why y'all want to see that shit. One say TRAE X a low key comedian. No, I'm just a broke motherfucker that didn't have shit growing up, so a motherfucker gotta entertain each other. You know what I'm saying? Hop say, I sincerely appreciate the invitation, fellas. Tonight's not the best, but maybe another time I'll just hang in the chat for a while. Hey, appreciate you for doing that, brother. Ronald Fickney said Tyson Fury looked like he cooked crack. Okay, brother. La D laughing. Great Drink say James Toney was a former football player. He was a quarterback in high school, but I don't think he played in college or nothing. Didn't Brian Jennings go to like Michigan State, or was that Seth Mitchell? It might
That
have
was
been
Seth
Brian
Mitchell.
Jennings.
That
Oh, it
was
was
Seth
Seth
Mitchell
Mitchell.
with the Michigan.
Well, I know Brian Jennings played football somewhere though. You know what I'm saying? But I think James Toney just played quarterback in high school. Kid Mid talking about Gerald Washington. Mark Wonderlick said Fury went WWE on Wilder almost. Yeah, that shit weird. But it was good entertainment though. I wasn't mad at Fury for doing that. Lala D said, didn't Spence play football? I think he played all sports when he was young, but he focused on the basketball at like 14 years old. One say, damn, someone hit the thumbs down for real. Hey, it's always gonna be somebody that don't like your content. We can't go 40 and 0 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everything's all right. Yeah. So what's up, y'all?
yeah. Oh,
Oh
go
man,
ahead.
just waiting for the weekend for the fights. And remember, next week we got another. We got Zerto Ramirez. They got an ESPN card, and so and then July is filled up with fights. So I would say out of the next, I would say 4 weeks, we got boxing 3 weeks, maybe four. I gotta check the schedule, but it ain't not like the summertime in boxing, man. It's just something about the two that go hand in hand. So I'm looking forward to seeing Clarissa Shields, and I'm really want to see what Josh Taylor look like because we're gonna get he's gonna get a test, but I think he catching Postal at the right time. So we'll see. We'll see what is Taylor the real deal or not. I think he is.
Look at Lala. Look at Lala putting one Mark ass on blast. He talking about, damn, someone hit the thumbs down for real. And Lala said the thumbs down popped up soon as your ass came in there. So yeah, that motherfucker one probably in the background hitting dislike on the nigga. Great Drake said James Toney had offers to play in Michigan State, but he chose boxing. All right, that's a fun fact. I ain't know that James Toney had offers from Michigan State. That's what's up. That's a hell of an athlete, boy.
And Gerald Washington played for USC. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. And look, he another one. He another weak ass fighter.
Yeah, he
What you
lucky
say,
he won the
Lawrence?
other night.
Hey, the boy Stavern played for Michigan State too.
Hey, one of the ones I sent your ass the invite already, motherfucker. It's your
You say,
time.
oh, it's like that, huh?
Hey, it's your time, motherfucker. You better come on, get up here, get some of this Curtis Anderson and Lawrence.
Yeah, come chop it up, boy. Don't be scared today. Yeah, Hop said, will Povetkin be an interesting opponent for Wilder? Will pull it. I don't want it, man. I'm tired of that Povetkin shit. Povetkin can be a waste of time. You go up there, you getting ready to fight this dude, you getting everything together, you got your camp set up, you got your goddamn nutritionist on deck, you got your sparring partners, and then this motherfucker tests positive with some kind of banned substance. Now you gotta go to court and you gotta sue the motherfucker to get back your money. And man, I don't even want my man Wilder to go through all that. Fuck Povetkin, you know what I'm saying? I'll watch Pulev, but he'll whoop Pulev. What
Yeah,
y'all
he did.
think?
Wilder did that already. He wasted Wilder's time, man. I would say like, okay, I will fight Povetkin is the money in escrow, so I can have the money already. But I wouldn't take a chance on fighting Povetkin. I think him and Joshua gonna fight, and and Joshua might end up in Russia because Povetkin's promoter is a billionaire, so he gonna beat Eddie Hearn, in the purse bid. So he might he might be in Russia, and they ain't no give me fight because I could tell Joshua when you hit him on the chin, he gonna start tap dancing. So I could tell. He's not built to take punches because Klitschko stopped fighting when he had Joshua. This man was out on his feet, and it's just weird to me that Klitschko just stopped fighting when he knocked him down. So I just think that Joshua might be in trouble if he fight Povetkin, but you don't know what Povetkin. He's older, man, and steroids take away from you. So we'll see how it play out. They just running from Wilder. That's all it is. That's the theme of the heavyweight division. Dillian White, Anthony Joshua, the big, Jarrell Thick Gravy Miller is running also.
Miss Boxing Fanatic
Hey,
building. What's happening, sis?
what's up? Welcome to the
What's going
Vampire
on, Ms. Boxing
Stream.
Fanatic?
Yeah, let me jump up in the chat for a quick second. Kid Mia said crime rate go up with the summer heat, and for some reason Mexicans and Asians forget how to drive. Kid Mia say especially in Georgia, yeah. Kid Mia say fuck Povetkin. Miss Box Fanatic, hey Night Owl, yeah, what's up? Mark Wonderlick say he trolling. That boy mean he prowling. He probably still in Walmart looking at something young and thick. Great Drake said there's a pro boxer in my city who was a former pro football player and he killed a motherfucker in the ring. Well, shit, if I fight a motherfucker that's 0 and 29, I might kill the motherfucker too. One said, all right, let me check it. All right, go ahead and check it, bro. Lala D said, hey, boxing trivia. Which fighter speaks no English but told Robert Easter Jr., fuck out of here as he walked away? I don't know. Who y'all think that was?
Told Robert Easter Jr.
Fuck out of here as he walked away.
I'm gonna say that Shikarov.
Oh, that's a good that Shopperkoff or whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever. I'm butchering his name, but that dude.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Hop said, I hear you, Curtis, about Povetkin and agree. On the other hand, Ortiz wasted Wilder's time also. Ooh, that's a good one, Hop. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, you got to be fair on both sides. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's a good point, bro. Ronald Finkley said, "I'm a beast. I love y'all. Gang, gang, salute. Appreciate it."
Peace.
Who is this white boy you got on your avatar, boy?
Hey, what
Let
the
me look at
fuck?
this shit.
Yeah. My bad, Joe.
Ronald Finkley done bleached this motherfucking skin. He over there looking like that boy. What's that football? I mean, that baseball player, Sammy Sosa.
Let me focus.
Ronald Finkley looking like Sammy Sosa down there, man. What's going on?
Hey, nigga.
This man crazy.
Hey, this shit just put me the fuck out. I was just say, what the fuck? This shit just
Well, you saw the avatar?
no, hell no. I'll tell y'all later. This shit is crazy though.
Yeah. So have y'all heard of that South African fighter named Talani Bingi?
I ain't seen him fight. I know I like the other South Africans, Zolani Tete. I like him a lot.
Well, it's a prospect that's fighting on Saturday.
Okay.
Named Talani Bingi. I watched him a little bit, not for very long. I saw him fight. He looked strong. He looked like he a nice size for the division. I looked at his box record, and they didn't have his dimensions down, like his height or his reach or anything. He
What
13 and
division?
0, got 10 knockouts. He a welterweight. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And his opponent's combined record is 95, 27, and 10. So that's not that bad, especially a motherfucker in South Africa that ain't never fought in America, I don't think. And
Right.
on Saturday he fighting Diego Chavez. It might be
Oh wow.
Friday, but yeah, he fighting Diego Chavez. You know him, the dude that got knocked out by Keith Thurman, the dude that fought a draw with Brandon Rios. He 26, 3-1. He coming off a loss to Jamal James. And Jamal James, his only loss was to that Ugas cat. So Jamal James seemed like a quality fighter. Diego
Mm,
Chavez, he lost by a body shot in his last fight. You know what I'm saying? But he way more
mm.
experienced than Bingay, and plus his opponents that he been fighting are way more experienced than Bingay's opponents. So I'm interested to see how that fight gonna go.
Wow. I'll look out for that fight. I want to see him.
Ronald Finger said my avatar changed. Now your avatar got that vitiligo shit, that Michael Jackson shit.
Hey,
He
no,
over
this.
there looking like he done turned into a light
Hey, I
skinned
said,
brother.
what the fuck, nigga? This whole motherfucking board just started acting funny over here, bro. That's why I was like, never mind. I ain't gonna say. This whole fucking chat room thing just went to start speaking Chinese or some shit.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
Like
strange.
all the
you ever seen that?
uh-uh.
This whole thing over here where everybody at was in Chinese writing. I'm like, what the freak?
Yeah. So what's up though?
I can see everybody now though. Shit, yeah, man. We got a big night this weekend. I know that.
P
Yeah,
Money say, damn, that's crazy. What's up, P Money? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
P, what's good?
Money
I think
back
they're
in.
gonna stream the fights, right? On Showtime, maybe?
Clarissa
Which
Shield.
fight is that?
Not that
Hell
fight, the postal fight.
hey, P Money, hell no. That's why I said, what the fuck?
Hey, Hop say Curtis and Lawrence. Any fighter come to mind that excites
Yeah.
you guys but is flying under the radar today? He just curious.
To me is I want to see them make the Usyk and Gassiev fight. I think that will be a war. I think that's a great fight. Nobody don't talk about it, but I
Man, I
think I
forgot
want to
about
see
that
that
fight.
fight made.
I thought they had a fight coming up.
Well, they had some problems because Usyk, didn't want to fight, somewhere. I forgot where, and Mayweather boy was going to fight Gassiev Tabiti, but I think the fight is still on. I think Eddie Hearn is doing a fight, so I think the fight's still on. So that's all I heard so far, man. I just hope it's made, and I want to see Bivol and Kovalev because they fighting on the same card August 4th, I believe. So maybe they'll put that fight together. There's a lot of fights to be made, man. Better Beef is wasting his career. That boy hit like a Mack truck, but his promoters are terrible. They moving him way too slow. He's in his mid-30s already. Well, he's 33, so they moving him too slow. So I would like to see Bivol, Better Beef, and Kovalev fight each other, but they act like they scared to.
What about you, Lawrence? Any fighter that you like but is under the radar?
Yeah, I like y'all just brought it up. Tete. I want to see Tete against the Japanese guy that knocked out the guy a couple weeks ago.
You
Anyway,
annoy. You annoy. The monster.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, annoy the
Annoyed.
monster.
Yeah, I want to see Inoue and Tete. That's gonna be a good one. Tete's on the radar to me.
Okay.
He's one of the best out
That's
there.
what's up. All right. P Money say you know Chinese, Marlo. He might not know Chinese, but he can speak that Spanish though. Ronald Finkley say, nigga, we compromise. Are you sure you a nigga? You came back looking like Stephen Curry or something, boy.
Yeah, that
Uh,
brother's a little suspect.
Mike Big say he back. Welcome back, brother. Yeah. Ronald Finkley say, yo, if everybody don't look at what Mike Biggs boxing posted, we slow, bro. You got to listen to that article that he talked about. That shit is fire. All right, we all gotta go to Mike Biggs boxing and check out what Ronald Finkley
Big
talking about.
boxing. I ain't already subscribed to him, man. That's family. I know, we don't feel like that. But I see what Ron.
Well, I can't hear you. One, put your shit on mute, bro.
What
All
you
right, one second.
one
All right,
fishing?
what you say, bro? He washing
No,
dishes, huh? Nigga, you can't come on washing dishes. This man crazy, ain't he, man?
I
Yeah,
was just
go ahead, bro.
I was shouting out Mike Big boxing. I was telling everybody subscribe to Mike Big boxing, man. That's family.
Miss Boxing Fanatic talking
Mike
about,
Big.
yes, Curtis. What he done said, Miss Boxing Fanatic, she done made you go ooh, ooh, ooh over there. He done said some good boxing shit on here, man. Lala
That's
said,
what's up.
okay, I'll go to Mike page tonight or tomorrow morning already. And Mike Biggs, he's saying thanks to Ronald Finkley. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But hell yeah,
Hey,
man.
y'all hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence, go ahead talk, man. I know everybody's been speaking in, but go ahead and spill your piece, man. What's going on in the boxing world over there in your mind, man?
Man, it's just the same old same, man. You know, the normal suspects. But I want to see what's gonna happen with this welterweight division, man. Like this Sean Paul, Dan Garcia shit, man. It's just like irritating. Cause I want them to go ahead and fight. That way, Crawford can get one of them guys too. Crawford probably can get Matisse or Pac. I don't know if Pacquiao gonna fight him, but they need to go ahead and clear this up, man, because I'm talking as a boxing fan, consumer. Nobody don't want to wait 2, 3 years to see these guys fight, man. It's already long enough, you know what I'm saying? And all these guys around the same age. It ain't like one like 39. You know what I'm saying? I think Bud the oldest. He's like 30. So they need to go ahead and get with it,
Right.
man. That's what I gotta say.
All right. What about you, big bro?
Well, talking about Crawford, I don't feel comfortable seeing Crawford on top rank. I think it will serve him better. I don't know his contract, but it will serve him better if Crawford was with Heyman because the Spence and Crawford fight would definitely get made. I don't want to see the fight marinate. It's not on Leonard Hearn's level. They're two good fighters. People forget, man. It's hard to capture the public imagination. I can name like about 5 fighters who's done that over the course of like 60 years. The Alis, the Robinsons, the Alis, the Leonards, and the De La Hoyas and the Mayweathers ain't no more. Spencer's a very good fighter. Crawford, and Canelo is a regional star. Canelo, pay-per-views. I mean, when he fought Floyd, that was because of Floyd. The Cotto fight did like 900,000 or whatever, and the Khan fight did 600,000. But Canelo is not as big as people think he is. He's not. He's not because when you want to know a fighter's popularity, you ask a woman and you ask a little kid. My son is 13 years old, and he still talk about Mike Tyson.
T
He
in the
still talk about Mike Tyson.
bro. Excuse me.
So I just want to see them fight, man. Don't marinate the fight. Just let them fight, man. That's all. It's a lot of big fights to be made, and let's make them. You got the tournament coming up, and 140 pounds. That I'm looking forward to. And you got the tournament, with Anui coming in and Tete. I picked them as the final. You know, so I'm just like in the next 6 months to a year, we're gonna see what is what.
All
All
right,
right, look here.
let me feed.
Speaking of Tete, Curtis Anderson, Lala got a question. She said, I just looked up Tete from South Africa. He looks like he'll cut easily, right? Same bone structure as Gabe Rosado. So she asking
Yeah.
you, Kurt Sugar, do you think he got the type of bone structure like those prominent bones and thin skin to where he'll get cut like a Gabe Rosado?
Well, that remains to be seen because he moves and his defense is a lot better than Rosado. Rosado can get, good. You can throw a beer bottle and hit Rosado. Rosado didn't have good defense. He always got touched up. So that remains to be seen. I mean, some fighters, they cut easy. Boom Boom Mancini, Iran Barkley, and Rosado. But if you don't lay a glove on somebody, then it'd be hard to tell.
Okay, okay. Ronald Finkley said, NBT, what's up, boy? What's going down, man? Ronald Finkley said boxing is on deck.
Before
He
you go,
not playing with nobody. What'd you say, bro?
no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, finish reading the chat now.
Hop say good answers, fellas, to my question. Appreciate it already. All right, Lala, I see you. Ronald Finkley said, nah, thank you. You did that work. He said, bang us all day, LDBC. He said, I worked hard all day, but we life. All right. MBT Boston said, yeah, man, what's good? Yeah. Shout out to the one hater, too. You might not be a hater. You might just not like the content, bro. MBT, MBT said, all right, talking to Lala. Hold on, bro. Hold up. Hop, yep, MBT. All right, they talking to each other. Hop say, Curtis, how good was Salvador Sanchez in your opinion?
He wasn't good at all. He was great. He was special. My favorite Mexican fighter of all time, and one of the best Latino fighters that ever lace up the gloves. It's a shame that he lost his life at a young age, but people don't know is he was getting ready. Don King was getting ready to make Salvador Sanchez versus Alexa Arguello. His vice that he liked the fast cars. He was in love with them. And Sanchez and Gomez is one of the best fights, atmosphere wise that I ever seen. They had dueling bands before the fight. Mariachi, which is Mexican music, versus salsa, which is, from Puerto Rico, and people fighting and all that. I remember that fight like it was yesterday. Me and my father went to see it, and as a kid, I would never forget it. He was an amazing, one of the best counter punchers because he had long arms. He was a great, great fighter.
What you know about him, Lawrence? What you know about Salvador Sanchez, Lawrence?
She was on mute.
That's before my time. I ain't gonna lie, that's before my time. But I seen a couple of his fights. He was nice. The dude with the afro, the Mexican with the afro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He was tough. Um, that fight with Arguello though, man, I just imagine that Arguello, shit, that right hand was crazy. How he knocked out Kevin Rooney, Mike Tyson's trainer. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Oh yeah. Kevin Rooney, he beat the hell out of Kevin Rooney. Boom, one shot, and it was all over.
Yeah,
But
yep.
talk about Sanchez again. He beat a lot of people. He beat Juan Laporte, who was a good fighter. He knocked out Azuma Nelson, even though Azuma Nelson was green. And people thought Roberto Gomez, because Roberto Gomez was a killer, straight killer. People thought that he was going to knock out Sanchez. And then when Sanchez knocked Roberto Gomez out, he tried to blame it on he was sleeping with the actors the night before. That fight was billed as the Battle of the Little Giants. That was the name of that fight. That was a
These
great
folks be
fight.
having
It was,
excuse.
Fredo Gomez always has excuses. But Gomez beat Danny Little Lopez twice. That's how he got the title. Yep, and plus he knocked out Felix Trinidad father. Felix Trinidad
Oh,
Sr., he knocked them out too. So
Oh,
Sanchez was a
okay,
great
okay.
fighter.
okay.
What you know about Salvador Sanchez, Marlo? That's before your time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about him, but I was stuck on
I
the.
remember seeing a couple of his fights, man.
I was stuck
Go
on
ahead.
the segment though about Spence and Crawford. Before I lose my thought, I was being kind of patient. That Al Heyman is the motherfucker that's gonna make the fight happen. But what about Bob Snake Ass Aaron? You know, we got to think about that because I heard Crawford say some shit that made sense, but it sounded like more like, and I agree with him too because I don't want to see him just get up right up on them and try to get right in here in the welterweight and go at a beast. But he said some shit that like more like I'm gonna wait around and let the fight build more. You know what I'm saying? Before I just say I'm gonna jump in the ring. You know what I mean? And then I heard it sound like Spence saying the same thing. But also Spence said that he guaranteed a fight from the winner from Porter Garcia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I hear fighters talk like that, like I know promoters say a lot and have everybody jumping. You gotta listen to the fighter most of the time, but you can get a good take because promoters is full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know why
So
Crawford is so loyal to Top Rank though.
me neither, but let me tell you, let me explain what I was saying because I was trying to say this a long time ago, but I probably thought because I just read this shit, I was just reading up on it. But the way Crawford's saying it is like, everybody want a motherfucker to be the villain or the superhero. So it wasn't just him talking from the outside, it got to be the snake in the inside too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
in that fight right there, it ain't gonna be he ain't trying to be no villain, basically, is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't finna get that from Spence. So they trying to sell a fight longer to make it build more money with Bob Arum talking. Now, if it was both fighters saying, fuck it, let's just do it because these other suckers is ducking, I believe both of them dudes would do it. But it's gonna have to be a way where it's a couple of chumps that can get beat on in that division. And Vargas could be one. I know Broner gonna try to catch people in catch weights, but the people that they picking out, it ain't really no duck. If the shit ain't gonna just come out how the both, it ain't just gonna come out how we want it to come out. Yeah, that's the fight that we want to see. But if you hearing these people talking how they talking, it seems like we ain't gonna see that shit the next year or the end of next year or something in the welterweight, and that's a shame.
It
But
is a
What you
shame.
think? What you think,
Bob,
one?
that's Bob Arum.
What you
Yeah,
think, one?
yeah, I think that either way we're good as fight fans. We're all good because whether the fight happens this year or next year, it's likely that Spence is going to fight Porter or Garcia. I still want to see that. I'm still kind of looking forward to that. I think Crawford Spence is going to happen, and we just need to be patient. So whether it happens this year or next year, I'm not really too concerned because Crawford's my guy. He's a real guy, and I like Spence. I think they're both kind of similar in attitude in terms of they're humble. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not.
Rah rah, like rah rah, motherfuckers, really.
Yeah, they're not like narcissistic or egotistic. They're both humble. That's what I like about both of them. So yeah, that's my kind of take on it. It's gonna happen, so I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Let me jump back up in the chat a little bit. Lala said, I don't know much about Sanchez. I'm with you. Shit, we'll hold hands and learn about him together. D Beard 03 said Emmanuel Rodriguez, who's going to win the bantamweight tournament. Okay. I ain't even know nothing about no bantamweight tournament. I ain't gonna lie. La D said, oh, a Mexican brother. Yeah, a Mexican with an afro for sure.
Me and
Mike
D,
B's about to say,
my bad,
huh?
bro. I was finna shout out D Biz, man. That's my partner. Me and D Biz gonna be hanging out, man. Soon he close to my area.
Already.
So I'm shout out D Biz. You know what I'm saying? That's fan right there.
Already. Mike Big say, damn, Kurt Sugar got facts out the ass. That's why he up here. La D say, TRAE, that's a good trivia question. Which fight is known as the Battle of the Little Giants? And that was Salvador Sanchez versus who?
Rafael Gomez.
Wilfredo Gomez. Okay. Ronald Finkley said, if I come over there, they better know we want fights. Already. Ronald Finkley said, we ain't playing with nobody. Then Hop said, thanks, Curtis, for elaborating on Sanchez. That was enlightening already. Ronald Finkley said, this is boxing, my nigga. LDBC already. Hop said, Curtis, am I right in thinking that Azuma Nelson is the greatest boxer to have come out of Africa? Love that
I agree.
warrior.
I
Hell
agree with
yeah.
you 100%. Yeah, but it's not even close. Azuma Nelson was special, man, because he gave Sanchez all he can handle. But he was green. You know, that fight was at the Garden, and he went to Puerto Rico and knocked out Rafael Gomez. He went to Australia and knocked out Jeff Finnick. You know, so and he fought Pernell Whitaker. He didn't put up a good fight, but Pernell was special too. But Azuma Nelson was the best fighter ever to come out of Africa. The professor.
Okay. Okay. Ronald Finkley say shots fired at NBT boxing. Ronald Finkley say he ignorant, and then NBT say he want Ronald Finkley dogging his avatar. You got all the goddamn money, and then he on here talking about he got bumps on his back and shit. That's because you spreading out all that money on your back and swimming on it and shit. You know that money filthy, boy. That money put that dirt on your back. You can't be doing that shit, NBT. MBT said Isaac Dogbo has a chance to surpass Azuma Nelson. What y'all think about that?
Not close,
No
no
way.
grade, no
No
high.
way. Who said that? That's crazy, man. Isaac
Hey,
Dogboy, you mad?
y'all can't be jumping my boy MBT now. That's my man now.
That sounds like a bone. Everybody
He went mad. he must not know who Azuma Nelson is or something. I don't know.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
All right. Lala
My
D said he
favorite
was
African
rolling
fighter
up
though
on
is
Tweaky like
Kasim Uma.
Hold on.
Singing Uma.
Let me finish with the chat real quick. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Ronald Finkley said, that's my dog. And the MBT laughing. He said, how y'all know, man? That man only 23 years old. And then Lala said, no, he's younger, like 19. I thought he was like 23, though. MBT said, I'm not saying he will, but he's by far the youngest champion to come out of Ghana.
He got a
Okay.
long way to go.
Long way to go. You heard it from the GOAT himself. Mike Biggs say MBT, my man. Yeah, that's my boy. So we ain't gonna y'all ain't gonna jump my boy MBT now. Hop said, why did Conor McGregor's career seemingly come to an end after Mayweather? All the money? I thought he lived a fight. It's like he lost in life now. Yeah, that's what money do. Shit, money make a motherfucker go crazy like that. You get to releasing all them endorphins and dopamine into your system. I'm telling you. Like, imagine this, y'all. Imagine you just sitting outside chilling, reading a book or something, then some motherfucker walk up to you and give you $1 million out of nowhere. Imagine how you would feel. Now multiply that times 100, and that's how Conor McGregor feel. NBT said Nelson robbed by the boy Finnick in the first fight and lost the trilogy 2-1 Finnick over Nelson. Okay, that's NBT coming back at y'all blasting. He said he got Finnick over Nelson.
Well, Nelson wasn't the same fight in the third fight, but the first fight, that was on the undercard of Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock, and I agree with you. I thought Jeff Finnick beat Azuma Nelson in the first fight, and they called it a draw. And then Nelson said he had malaria. So when the rematch was made in Australia, people was picking Finnick by knockout. And the new Azuma Nelson, the great Azuma Nelson, beat the brakes off Finnick in front of his own family. That was Azuma Nelson at his best. So I have to believe him because the first fight, he didn't look like himself. I said, this ain't Azuma, man. He stayed in the corner for 12 rounds, but the second fight, he knocked Finnick out.
Okay. Perfection, what's up, boy? Where you been? Goddamn me. Yeah, Mike Biggs said he got MBT back. Lala said us source was wrong. It's all right. MBT said, I'm not crazy. I got zits on my back. I already know, boy, you swimming on that money like you Uncle Scrooge in that bitch. MBT said, it's all good, Lala. And then Lala said, I deserve that punch. Hey, you don't deserve no punch. Ain't no man gonna put their hands on you as long as you around the corner.
That's right.
Infection said, yep, at the corner. Huh?
I was fucking with you. I said,
yeah, I gotta get my captain saving. Yeah. yeah. MVT Boxing said neither was Finnick. I don't know what he responded to. He responded to something. MBT said this dude knows too much. I'm gonna stop fucking with him. You talking about Kurt Sugar? He said I gotta stop testing these dudes with the sugar in their name. You better learn, boy. You gonna learn today. For real, you can't fuck with Kurt Sugar, boy. Yeah. All right, well, I'm done in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Well, this MBT, listen, MBT, man, it seems like you're trying to take away from Azuma Nelson. Go to YouTube, man. Look at his whole career and who he fought, man. He fought the great Salvador Sanchez and gave him hell. And that's when he was young. Rafael Gomez was a stone cold knockout artist. I think he knocked out something like 20 in a row, maybe more than that, and went to Puerto Rico and knocked him clean out, and then he beat other tough fighters. He lost to him, Jesse James Leha. So, he's the best fighter that ever to come out of Africa. I've been watching him since day one. I've been watching boxing since 75. I know the man like the back of my hand. Not Dick Tiger, not Ike Corte or Ben Taki or whoever else, or Ike Iabuchi. He's the best one to come out of Africa. That's not even close. It's not even debatable.
Okay. Lala D said, I got her calling you Kurt Sugar. Everybody calling him Kurt Sugar because that's his name.
Because
You
of
know what I'm
trade.
saying? Yeah, and don't just call him Kurt Sugar. Get you one of them Kurt Sugar shirts that we going to have coming out. You know what I'm talking about? Ronald Finkley say, always share on social media and always hit the like button on all social media websites. Let's get it. I already appreciate that, bro. And I appreciate everybody that hit like and shit tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when you said I was thinking about Kurt, I was like, motherfucker get to be watching so much boxing. You get your mind get to wondering, you be like just to get to breaking that shit down.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick my background. I ain't gonna take all your time, but I thank y'all for all the accolades, man. I got 2 feet on the ground. I'm not arrogant or whatever. I just love boxing. I can talk to anybody at any time, anywhere about the sport of boxing, man. It's a beautiful sport. I'm very passionate. I start liking boxing because my father, he passed away after the Leonard and Hagler fight in '87, but he the one that started it. He set me down, and I was into football. I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and he got me into boxing. He used to talk about Ali, and he used to talk about Marvin Hagler. Those two fighters was his favorite. And then Lou Duva bought an old skating rink in Totowa, New Jersey. I'm from Patterson, then later moved to Newark, and Bobby Ches used to fight there. They turned into a boxing ring. And he had a restaurant down the street from my job in the '80s. Frankie Warren, you probably don't know him. He fought just like Sean Porter. He used to make me sick. And Johnny Bump City Bumpus had a lot of talent. He was a fast fighter. He was a slick fighter. He was a junior welterweight. Matter of fact, he was a world champion who got knocked out against Gene Hatcher. That was on the undercard of Mancini and Livingston Bramble. And Bobby Ches was there. So all these fighters used to come in their restaurant, and you could hobnob with them. So I didn't look back. I started building my boxing collection, and things just started coming instinctively. Now, everybody know if you like something and that's a passion and you like it, you're going to be successful. I just love talking about boxing. So I thank y'all for letting me share my knowledge and just talking. We all learn from each other.
Hold on, I see something in the chat. I ain't gonna skip y'all chat, but I see something. MBT said he'll saute your ass, Kurt Sugar, like you some goddamn bell potatoes and onions. What you got to say about that?
Who said this?
That's what MBT said. He said y'all saute Kurt Sugar.
Man, don't make me laugh, man.
I think he's trying to say salute.
Hey, MBT, you fan, bro.
All right, look, Hop said something to you. He said, for everyone's info, longest I've ever seen two fighters fight in a phone booth in one round was Nelson versus Finnick in their first fight. Remember that, Kurt Sugar?
Like it was yesterday. I sure do.
Okay, Mike Biggs said, Kurt Sugar, check out my video on them Ghanaian boxers.
I'm going to check it out.
And leave your feedback in the chat. Great
sure will.
Wait,
Jeff
who's
Horn
that? Whose video is that?
Oh, that's Mike Biggs boxing.
I'm going to subscribe, Mike Biggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all subscribe to Mike Biggs boxing if you haven't. Great Drink said Jeff Horn is the best ever. Okay, my brother. I know he just probably fucking with MBT. Yeah, Great Drake said Horn will prove all the haters wrong. Shit, when he gonna start proving it? Shit, he just got his ass whooped 2 weeks ago. NBT said, see how Kurt Sugar calling Azuma Nelson great with 6 losses, and he never talks about Jeff Horn with only 1 loss. Shaking my head. What's up with that, Kurt Sugar?
I know you playing with me now.
That's
I
what
know you playing
NBT
with me
said.
now.
That's what NBT said, for real.
I listen. I know he's playing with me because if you compare Jeff Horn to Azuma Nelson, the police are gonna come knocking at your door.
Mhm. Yeah. Great Drink said, hold on, where I'm at? Yeah, Great Drink said Mayweather, Ward, Marquez, Bradley, and Cotto retired to avoid Horn. Okay, my brother. MVT laughing. D said, Kurt, you a genius at boxing. Real talk. I freaking love boxing like a pimp loves his hoes. Laugh my ass off. So he must not love boxing then. I thought pimps didn't love their hoes. They love the money. I see perfection down there saying the same thing. Yeah, pimps love the money. Look at Lala talking about, do pimps love their hoes?
Nope.
Say Mike Biggs talking to you, Kurt Sugar. He said you ain't subscribed yet. He said y'all got beef now.
Oh nah, we cool, bro. I'm gonna subscribe tomorrow, bro. No, maybe tonight when I get off Marlo's Corner, bro. I'll get right on it. My wife keep me busy, but that's no excuse. I'm gonna subscribe, bro. We gonna chop it up and leave feedback.
He be doing live streams and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what's up. Well, you got
NB,
a fan of me. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Trey. Go ahead, brother.
NBT. I gotta chime in on this conversation. He talking to Lala. Horn fought Pacquiao, Crawford, Prime, Randall, Bailey. Okay.
Bailey was out of
D
his
said
prime. Go
Horn.
ahead.
Horn isn't all that good. Hey, we all know that these boys is talking shit. NBT said Kurt Sugar hilarious. Yeah. And then Ronald Finkley said Kurt by kill. Yeah, talking about if you and NBT go heads up. Then Ronald Finkley said most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. That's why they don't come to the corner. If you don't know shit about boxing, you better keep your ass off the corner. Hop said Curtis,
I let
Lawrence,
him
Trey,
come. He
Marlo.
can learn something. We trying to teach him.
What'd you say, bro?
I said, let him come. We trying to teach him.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about content creators making videos and don't know shit about boxing. I'm saying this is the place where your ass to get exposed.
Oh, I stand
Hop
corrected.
said,
I apologize, bro. I stand corrected. Yeah.
Hop said Curtis, Lawrence, Trey, Marlo, or anyone in the chat. When terrible tragedies like Magomed Abdul Salamov, goddamn brother, happen in boxing, does it ever make you question your love for the sport? Confession, it does me. So what
No,
happened? A
no.
motherfucker got killed or something?
I
It
think I
doesn't make
think
me
his
question.
brain hemorrhage. I think I know who he's talking about. I forgot who. I think I'm just guessing. It happened against Mike Perez. I can be wrong, but I've seen a lot of fighters unfortunately get hurt or killed. Jimmy Garcia died against the Rules brothers. A lot of fighters. Jimmy Doyle. Look what happened to Billy Collins against Louis Resto. Dooku Kim. Yeah, it will always happen. It is, people die in auto racing all the time. So it's a tough sport. It's a tough sport.
Okay, okay. Uh,
Boxing's
Mark one.
boxing's not a
What y'all
joke.
think? Do that?
You know,
Do
it's
death in
just
the
one of
ring
those
make
things.
y'all question the sport? I'm asking y'all. Does death in the ring make y'all question the sport?
No, not at all.
No, I mean,
Me
I
neither. I mean
mean,
that's
that's
just
what they
part of the
sign
sport.
up for.
That's a no for me, too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad. This is the thing though about that though. You can never really it's gonna happen. So you can't really like as a boxing fan, I can't get mad. Or I won't be really I ain't gonna say I doubt fan when that happened, because you don't know when it's gonna happen. Because one punch, that's it. So I just pray for the families, man. Make sure everybody's safe when they go into the ring, and that's all you can do. You just gotta love the sport for what it is, you know.
Okay, that's
It-
the way I
it's-
see it too, and that's one reason why I don't let trainers tell me to just get in the ring and spar and take it easy. I don't play that shit. I'm not about to get in the ring and I'm taking it easy, and then you come at me hard or something. This sport is too dangerous for that shit. The coach that's
Yep.
down here in Temple, he was there when What's Timothy Bradley old coach name with the fucking eye? What's his name?
Diaz.
Yeah,
Ortiz.
yeah. Okay.
What's his name?
Diaz.
Dave
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah. See the coach that's down here at Beat Down Boxing Club in Temple. He's a old stable mate of that guy. And he said he was there when he was in the ring and he got his eye messed up. Said he was sparring a bigger guy. The motherfucker hit him on top of the head and fucked his eye up and shit. I'm not going through all that. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing is too fucking dangerous.
Yep.
All right, Mark Wonderlick said he'll take Sugar to lunch. He must be taking a Kurt Sugar to go get him a steak and some shrimp or something because he sure ain't gonna take him to lunch on his boxing knowledge. He can kill that.
Hey, bro. We
I like jumbo shrimp.
Hey, man, we talk about how motherfuckers be going to other people's gym and motherfuckers be whispering and shit. Oh, that must be the food right there. That must be the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna sit there and play with you and let you embarrass them in front of their friends.
Yeah. You go to another gym as soon as you hit the door. Everybody that's around your weight class is looking at you. And if somebody come to your gym, if they in your weight class, you looking at them as soon as they hit the door. Ain't nobody going to go play that shit. Lala D laughing and said, I had the nerve to be up in here every day. Yeah, you getting that boxing knowledge too. You done came a long way. Mark
Sure did,
Wonderlick
Lala.
laughing. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mike Big say, yeah. MBT Boxing said that dude the Bruce Lee of Australia. I know you ain't talking about Horn. Great Drink said karate has its place in boxing though.
Well,
I don't
elaborate
know
on
his
that.
place.
Bruce Lee was obsessed with Muhammad Ali. He used to study film on Ali for hours. His wife said that in an interview. Bruce Lee was crazy over Ali. He couldn't understand a heavyweight moving like a middleweight. He thought Ali was from another planet. Go ahead, Trey.
Well, that's according to he's talking about karate has its place in boxing. It seems like boxers should be obsessed with Bruce Lee, but it sounded like it was the other way around. MET Box, okay, he talking to Grape Drink. D Mike Big say no, he just saying yes and no. I don't even know what you're talking about, brother. D said not at all. It's a part of the sport. Okay, yeah, you talking about motherfuckers getting killed. MET say better to be all around boxing though. Okay. Grape Drink True Hop say yes against Mike Perez. Kurt Sugar right again. Then Perfection said, you know the risk in combat, so you can only do your best to get back home to your life and your family. That's a man with some sense right there. It ain't no surprise that the motherfucker is a black business owner. Yes, sir. MBT Boxing, Joel Diaz. Yep, that's his name. Lala D said, what happened to the Puerto Rican kid who was in a coma a few years ago? Did he come out? I followed his status for a while, then forgot. Who was that? Who is he talking? Who is she talking about? She said Pritchard Cologne. Y'all know about Pritchard Cologne?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing about him ever since, though.
She said she just looked him up. Seems he's alive, so that's good. Then she said, "Oh wait, is he a vegetable?" Oh, she don't know.
Yeah, man. He in bad shape, man. He in bad shape.
Okay, Ronald Frankie said, I got exposed, Marlo. Y'all the best. Real life, we the business. Hashtag salute King. Appreciate that shit. And then D said, unless it's like Louis Resto versus Collins. Who is that?
Remember I was telling y'all in the question? I was telling you about Resto was that guy, Panama Lewis. He was training Resto. Panama Lewis took the cotton out the gloves, and Resto went to work on Collins. And it was still a good fight, though, right? But after
Collins
the fight,
White.
Yeah, Collins, he's like Irish or something.
Yeah, I seen that shit. He fought the whole fight. The motherfucker didn't have no pad in his glove.
His face up.
Fucked him up.
And
Yep, I remember
the sad
that
part
shit.
about that, a couple of weeks later, Billy Collins died in a car accident.
Yep.
Sad, man.
He was drinking and fucked up, bro. But look, I was trying to tell y'all the daddy shit. It wasn't, the shit would have got passed if the daddy wouldn't have went over there, because the daddy was like, a father different than just a regular trainer. The daddy was like, ain't no pad in these gloves, because he tried to shake old boy hand. And he was like, man, ain't no pad in these gloves. I'm like, damn, that nigga went in there for murder.
Panama Lewis was scandalous, man. Very scandalous.
He ain't got no heart, y'all.
Win at any cost.
he took his glove, he took his gold off and told him, if I had any money, you know I'd take care of you. You're my friend, I love you with family. And look, hey, oh boy, look, oh boy, it was on camera. Oh boy, backed off like, nigga, you got me, excuse me, y'all. But brother, you got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, this dude, he in a fancy looking gym too, bro. Like the gym was clean. It wasn't no hole in the wall, rocky looking gym. That shit was fancy. And he was in there telling the dude what to do. Throw more hands. Throw the left hand. And then he didn't see the camera walking in. And when he seen the camera, he started taking off his jewelry. Resto, is that you? Is that you, Resto?
Yeah.
He a
All right, let me jump back in the chat. MBT Boxing said Pritchard Cologne is disabled for life. Damn, that's fucked up. Ronald Pinkley said we want all the smoke. New media or no media. Gang. Fuck out of here, Anthony Johnson. Josh U-Haul. Bikini bitch right there. Okay. Lala D, sorry to hear that, MBT. Yep. Great Drink said that's why defense is so important. Don't box if you're going to be a punching bag. Yeah, for sure. You ain't never lied about that. Perfection said Bruce Lee watched Joe Louis, Sugar Ray, Ali, Marciano. He loved boxing. And D said facts. Mark Wonderlick, did I ask you already about Creed 2? Looks good. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer. He had asked, have anybody seen the trailer for Creed 2 yet?
That shit dope.
Enough.
I need to see it. That shit dope. What you think about it, Curtis Anderson?
Man, I can't wait to go see it in November, man. It looked real good. Creed 1 was good, man. Real good. Creed 2, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
What about you, Lauren?
Man, that should look tight, man. I can't wait to see that too, man.
I haven't even seen the first one.
Oh, I was gonna ask another question then.
Slipping, man.
All right, look. Tell me this. Because I remember seeing the first one, right? Because this would make me want to go back and watch the first one. And I think that's why the goddamn trailer is how it is. Okay, on the first one, I didn't see old boy lose no fight. Did he lose a fight on the first one?
Who that?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he did? Nah, he didn't lose, did he?
Nah, he didn't lose.
I don't remember him losing. But
he lost to Bellew.
Oh.
He lost like a split decision or something. You talking about Creed 1, right?
Yeah. When he got knocked down, huh?
Yeah.
I thought he beat Bellew.
But he.
Oh look,
nah, he lost that one.
He said Creed lost. Oh, I didn't see. I must have went to sleep on that shit. But OG Scott Capone, welcome
What's
to the
up
gym.
with you, homie? Welcome to the gym, partner.
Hey, that's crazy. I didn't know that, right? So anyway, on the trailer, they got him on the ground, and I was like, damn, that must be from the new movie. But then I remember him. Didn't Bellew knock him down?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's gonna be the Russian dude's son next. Okay, I got it now. I got the trailer now. See, y'all really excited then, or hyped about it then.
It looked good, man.
All right, let me jump back in the chat. D said, and his dad wouldn't let go of that dude's hand. So you talking about Resto and Collins. Great Drink said Assault in the Ring is one of the best boxing documentaries. You seen Assault in the Ring, Kurt Sugar? Or anybody?
Yes, I have.
That's what
I have. That's what
we talking about. That's what we talking about.
What about you, Lawrence?
Yeah, that's a good one. It's sad, but I mean, like you said about Pamela Lewis, yo, that dude is crazy. He don't care about nothing.
You seen the Marlo?
Okay. Yeah, hey, that's what I was just telling you about, bro. The documentary when I was telling you about the Salt in the Ring. I mean, about old boy with no cotton in his glove.
Okay, yeah. I might have seen that same shit then, because I did see a documentary about that shit. Lala D said, I love seeing Mayweather go off before the Madonna fight over the gloves. Floyd was not having it. Okay, MBT said Assault in the Ring is my favorite boxing documentary of all time. And he said Andre Ward again, baby. That's MBT Boxing favorite fighter. Hop said there's a great ESPN documentary on Resto Collins scandal. Marlo summed it up well. What a horrible incident. Already shout out to Marlo. OG Scotty Capone, he said, yeah, he lost the bell. You need to say, what up? Yeah, what's up, homie? Mark Wonderlick said soundtrack was dope. Okay. And Ronald Fink, the SOG is God of boxing. Okay. Ray Drake said, "Do you guys think Panama Lewis put some stimulant in Pryor's drink in the corner? I heard that it was um fuck asthma medication
Yeah, it
to
make
like
you
open up his lungs and shit. That's
yeah,
what I heard. What y'all heard?
same thing.
I heard all kinds of stuff, man. I heard it was orange juice and water, then another some kind of supplement mixed with water, and I heard you. So you don't never know. So I heard all kinds of stories. It's just
I done heard
speculation.
cocaine. I done heard cocaine. I done heard all kind of shit too.
Yeah.
But the one that sounded right to me is when they was talking about the asthma medication and shit. 'Cause that do seem like they could help you late in the fight to open up your lungs and shit. Ronald Finkley said, OG, you good. Security checks official.
That's what's
Ronald Finkley too smart for me, bro. I don't be knowing what he talking about. Great Drake said drinking cocaine. Shit. You try to win,
Where's
motherfucker do anything.
Give me the bottle, the one I mix.
Where's Ronald Finkley from?
Hey,
Marlo, you
Warren,
crazy, bro.
Ronald Finkley, one say, where you from, boy? Where you from? La D said, but it was something that they knew would make him test positive, right?
See, they wasn't really
Yeah, had,
testing, was it?
That was in '82, so they weren't checking for that.
No, they
yeah, he
wasn't testing.
probably didn't. Yeah, La D said, oh, wait, wrong scandal. Scratch my last
But
comment. I about to say, because I don't remember him testing positive for nothing. What you going to say,
No,
Warren?
yeah, I was gonna say, going back to that other guy's question, I can't remember. Was it MBT that asked the question about whether, what, what do you call it? Whether you think twice about boxing because people die. Yeah, the other thing you got to kind of remember is that these guys are not, playing boxing. They're not doing boxing for fun. Like they're doing it because they love it. It's a passion. Do you know what I mean? So,
Or to take care of their
if
families and shit. Not everybody that box love it. Sometimes people do it because that's what they got to do.
For a check.
yeah, but they're not just doing it because they're forced into it or anything. Everybody knows what they're getting into as such. You know the dangers. Like it's not a game. It's not a joke. So it's just one of those ones. I mean, how it's all relative because in life you just gotta do. You gotta take risks and you've gotta evolve and you've gotta grow and you've gotta do what you gotta do. Otherwise you'd just be living in a padded cell just to be safe, and then you just be wasting your life away and not really doing anything. So I don't think twice about when the unfortunate happens in boxing. It happens in every sport. I mean, even football, or what you guys call soccer or whatever. People die. Like people die in soccer. People die in well, I wouldn't say all sports, but in sports, in just things in general. So it's just life. It's just one of those things. That's my kind of take on it.
That's what's up. Hey, I was laughing at Great Jack, man. He great.
Yeah, I see. He said, I swear all these UK niggas sound the same. He said one sounds like Charlie Brown, but that's our guess, Great Drink. So go ahead and take it easy on the homie one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
Yeah.
Hey, can I add something to
Charlie
that?
Brown's my boy.
Can I add something?
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So when we talking about like deaths and boxing and safety for the boxers, right? And
Yeah.
you know how like the boxers had to go through all this testing and all this stuff right here. You know who we need to really start evaluating is the cornermen, because a lot of the times the corners see their fighter come back to the between the rounds, and they see their fighter getting beat up. They see them not doing what they was doing in the gym, so they need to get examined and analyzed too, because they fighter. I know, along with the referee and all that shit, but the
Your shit
trainer, he
sound
sees
fucked
his
up, bro. You gonna have
fighter
to
for
get
eight
closer.
weeks.
You gonna have to get closer to your Wi-Fi thing, man, because your shit sound messed up. You know what I'm saying? Sir William Magic Man, what's up, my brother?
Nailed it.
But
What's
the
that,
yeah,
man?
but the
what's
piggyback
good?
off what Lawrence was talking about. I can't remember the name of this fighter, but it was James Kirkland, and he was fighting that Puerto Rican kid, the light skinned kid. He got tattoos, like he got like a sleeve and shit like that. I can't think of the guy's name, but he was undefeated when he was fighting Kirkland. Kirkland was hitting this motherfucker like 40 times a round. and the dude was going to his corner with his fucking eyes closed. And his trainer started yelling at him, talking about, open your fucking eyes. And that shit had me so fucking mad. Like, this dude is getting the brakes beat off of him. You need to stop the goddamn fight. And you over here yelling at him to open up his eyes. I literally want to jump through the screen and choke and kill the motherfucker. I'm not gonna even lie to you. All right, let me jump back up in the chat a little bit. Hop said I might just start sharing a few of my minority boxing opinions tonight. Hey, the floor is yours. Do your thing.
Yeah.
MBT Boxer said, give me the bottle. No, the one I mix. Yeah.
No, the one I mix.
Yeah. Ronald Finkel said, who is that on the panel, Marlo's Corner? Yeah, we got Lawrence and we got one on the panel. You already know about Kurt Sugar. Hop say minority opinion. I like Pryor Arguello too, even better than the more highly regarded first fight, which was great. So what y'all think? Which one was better? Pryor Arguello 1 or Pryor Arguello 2?
To me, it was Pryor Arguello 1 because you didn't know what was going to happen. 2, I knew Pryor was going to beat Arguello because remember, he knocked him down in the first round. And I said, Arguello ain't going to make it tonight. And remember, when he got knocked down the last time, he just quit. He was just on his butt, just shaking his head because he knew he couldn't win. So for me, it was Pryor and Arguello 1.
Okay. Anybody else?
Hey, Mike Biggs, you changed your whole goddamn email. I see, my brother. Excuse me. Yeah. Anybody else?
All right, back in the chat. Great Drink said, I'm just fucking around, bro. No offense, one love. Yeah, we ain't sensitive on the corner, so I'm pretty
It's
sure he
all
ain't
good,
taking
man.
no offense.
I ain't no offended about that, man. Say what you want to say, man. It's all good. It's all love, man.
Yeah,
Yep,
ain't
that's
no
what we
sensitivity
all
on the
men
corner.
here. We all men here. Yeah.
All we ask is respect.
But I tell you what, Lala, I might have to upgrade you. You know, came at me strong. I was like, right, Lala, that's my what on.
You said
Might
I
have to
came
pass
at
you
you
off to
strong?
TRAE X. Nah, Lala B.
Oh yeah, she was just fucking with you about hitting that dislike button or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I might have to pass her off to you, TRAE X.
No. Oh no, now you done fucked up now.
What do you say? He gonna have to pass off to me.
You ain't gonna talk about my goddamn sister like that, nigga. Hold
Yeah,
up.
this man crazy as hell. Hey, we gonna have to take his wrench off and let Lala smack him with her wrench. That's what we gonna do. We gonna let Lala handle that shit.
Goddamn thing, nigga. You got the game fucked up. What you UK niggas be doing? Nigga, that's my
Yeah.
goddamn sister, motherfucker.
We ain't over there in the UK talking shit to y'all buck tooth ass women y'all got over there. Sir William Magic Man said, good morning, all rise and shine. Of course, yes, sir. Lala D said, speaking of danger, what do you guys think about the commentator saying that Peterson didn't want to quit versus Spence? They kept saying it, but it seemed to me that he definitely wanted to quit. Hell yeah, he was ready to go. You see how he was talking to his trainer, Barry Hunter, and Barry Hunter was like, I don't know, kiddo. I don't like how this shit looking. And then that motherfucker Peterson looked over at him like, well, shit, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's all you. Shit, I'm ready to go. Goddamn me. MBT talking a great drink. Ronald Finger said, y'all UK fighters have to come see us. Yeah, Mike Biggs, I'm going to try some y'all on my new computer. Don't mind me. All right, brother. Ronald Finger said, Americans fuck dudes up. Great drink said, I like one. He keeps it trill. Yeah, one cool. D, he over there laughing. Ronald Finkley, what's up? One. Lawrence Williams, where you at, bro? Oh, he done got off. He said, appreciate y'all having me on, but I'm going to lay in the chat for a while. So you laying dead in the weeds? We can ran you off?
Now you clown.
All right, bro, that's cool.
Hey, Lord, it's all good, fam. You know you welcome. So he said you could talk about my internet, motherfucker, my little old phone. Fuck that
dial-up ass internet he got on, man.
He's going in on this goddamn phone. He say, I'll be back, motherfucker, when I get this phone fixed.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all love.
So what's up, y'all? Oh shit, I'll be right back, y'all.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, Lord, appreciate you, man. All love. I feel you. Hey, one of the ones.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the panel.
So
hey, you know,
Cuz.
You know I just
what's
fuck
up,
with
one?
you.
So you're looking forward to the what's it called? It's that UK fighter, Taylor, Josh Taylor. You're looking forward to that fight coming up?
Oh, yeah, he peaked. He got my interest, man. My eye is raised up, man. I want to see him. I know he could fight. I want to see how well he could fight. And like I said earlier, I think he's catching Postal at the right time. I don't think Postal been the same since the Crawford fight. I think Taylor's going to win. TKO late rounds, 10-11. I'm predicting. And I want him to enter the tournament if he beat Postal, because him and Regis Prograis will be a heck of a fight. But first things first. Let's see what happens this weekend.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, this is a fight that I'm going to be watching because I want to see how Josh Taylor's going to perform. I'm just genuinely interested and intrigued to see what's going to happen. Yeah, like you said, if he gets through this fight, I'd like to see him in the tournament as well. I think that would be a good look for him. It'll raise his profile, and then yeah, after that, I think he should start coming over to the US and seeing what's gonna, what kind of competition he's got at that time. So yeah, I think that's a good look for him.
Yeah, I want to see him. He fought over here, but I want to see him fight over here, because a lot of people in America says good things about him. So, he should come over here. And that tournament, man, you're getting a lot of money. The winner. So that's the tournament that Mikey Garcia ducked. That's why he moved back down. But let's see what happens.
Hey, one, I want
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
one.
Yeah, go on, Marlo.
I was trying to ask you, have you ever got a chance to check out Money Pile?
Money. Oh, do you know what? I haven't. I completely forgot. If I'm honest with you.
Check it out. You got time.
Yeah,
He
I'm
be over
definitely gonna
there
check it.
on your side of the world smashing. He
Yeah,
doing
I'm
his thing.
definitely. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? No, I have seen them. I saw a trailer. Someone put did a who done the trailer? Fanan, I think Fanan done the trailer.
Yeah, yeah, probably for now.
Yeah, yeah. So I've seen that, but I haven't actually seen him fight. So I'll look out for him. I'll look out for him. I'll try and catch some footage on YouTube or whatnot. But yeah, I know about him. I'm aware of him. And I'm intrigued to see because I know a lot of people have been bigging him up. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what he's about for sure.
He ain't
Where
all
is he?
about.
Is he in the UK?
Well, he be out this way too, but he be mostly fighting up your way. But he ain't all about no top fighter. He goes to the body too. He be working.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, he be working.
So how comes he's in the UK? Why is he over here? What's that about?
His father was in the military, and I think he was born actually in Germany. If I could be stand corrected, but they originally from Alabama though.
Right,
But
right.
he got, that's what's going on. I don't know why I ain't questioning it, but he know people over there though. Pretty sure.
I'm gonna look into it and get some more information and check him out.
Yeah, he's somebody to watch though, because I be hearing how you talk about him about fighters over there. So he's somebody you could probably enjoy. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up because if he's like over here like that, he's probably gonna be fighting at York Hall and stuff. So um, yeah, I'm gonna look him up. I'll speak to my cousins and see if they've heard of him
He got about
and
seven fights.
what all in the UK or
Nah, he got some over here too. But I
all
think his
right,
last,
all right.
I think his last fight was in the UK. That's why I was asking you.
Right, right, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave that one with me. I'm gonna come back to you on that one at a later date.
Okay, that's cool. I just asking, just wondering. Yeah. You back, bro?
No, I don't think Trey back yet. But there's another prospect. He's 20-0 with 17 knockouts. He's a welterweight out of Philadelphia, Jerron Ellis. So I'm gonna keep my eye on him too. And I also like the super bantamweight who brings the pill in the ring. Talk about you're going to sleep. Josh Greer. I also like him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah, I
keep my
like
eye
him
on
too.
him too. Yeah, he got power. So you know, but it's not easy, man, to become. So you got to have elite talent, man, especially when you move up the ranks, man, and fighting other fighters who have just as much as talent as you do. So it doesn't always turn out. Because I remember this Olympian, they say he was a can't miss prospect. His name was Kelsey Banks. He was a 6 foot featherweight, and he fought in the Pan American Games in 1988. And they thought he was going to be a big star. He fought this Korean, and he got hit right hand knockout, career over. So it don't always go the way you think it's going to go.
Okay, let me jump up in the chat real quick. I don't know where y'all left off, but I'm gonna go right here. Ronald Finkley said, "Don't take wrenches off a real motherfucking boxing fanatics. Let's go." I've said minority opinion. I like Frazier Ali one better than the iconic Thriller in Manila. Frazier Ali one is one of the greatest fights of all time, in my humble opinion. What y'all think?
I agree with you. Ali and Frazier won. It gets no better than that, man. Two undefeated fighters in the prime of their life. I wish Ali could have took a couple more fights because he came off that 3 year suspension and had a fight or two. But I wish he could have, he would have been more effective. Frazier was a machine, and that fight. If that fight was this Saturday in 2018, that fight right there would do 15 to 20 million dollars, 15 to 20 million pay-per-view easy. It was the biggest fight ever, man. That's the real fight of the century, not Mayweather Pacquiao, no other fight. That fight right there, when my father told me he speaks on it, he said people was fighting in the streets, one going for Frazier, one going for Ali.
Hmm. Okay. Ray Drake said he agreed. He said he like Ali Frazier one better too. Hop he agreed. Said right on. Lal Ali say, does anyone care to see the Rios versus Ortiz fight this summer? Rios and Ortiz, as in Victor Ortiz. Mm, both of them done. They both washed up and shit. I mean, I'm interested in it just for the sake of boxing, but
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Yeah,
mean,
it doesn't
outside of
really
that,
move
not
me.
really.
It doesn't really move me,
yeah. It's like
but talking about Ali and Frazier one real quick, I forgot this and we move on. The ring photographer of that fight was Frank Sinatra. That's how big it was. He was a photographer.
Damn, that's crazy. All right. Mike Biggs said, let me know if you get an invite, Trey X. You just sent one or you gonna send one tomorrow? Lawrence Williams said, do you remember Anthony Hambrick?
Oh yeah, he was another disappointment. He fought on Tuesday night fights. Anthony Hamburg. They thought he was going to be something too, you know. And one night we're going to talk about all the fighters we thought was going to be a star, and it never worked out for him. Quincy Taylor was another one. They thought he was going to be a star. That was Sugar Ray Leonard fighter, and Andy the Hawk Price, he was a fighter that Marvin Gaye was his manager. Marvin Gaye, the singer, my favorite singer of all time. Marvin Gaye had a bunch of fighters, but that was his name fighter right there. And Ray Leonard, he fought Ray Leonard, and people be like, "Oh, Ray gonna lose." Leonard knocked him out in the first round. So that was that.
Okay, okay. Perfection say Frazier fought Ali with one fucking eye. He talking about the Thriller in Manila. Will Magic Man said, I remember watching Ali Frazier one in a bar. Shame Ali only had two comeback fights. Lala D said, yes, so she talking about Ortiz and Rios. Mike Big said he just sent it. I ain't get it, bro. I just checked. Ronald Finkley said, shout out to the real boxers for sure. Lawrence Williams said Ricardo Williams is another one, Kurt.
Yes, you're right.
So it look like Lawrence Williams he do the best talking when he in the chat instead of him being on the panel. So yeah, we gonna let your ass stay down there and do your thing, boy. Hop say Kurt or anyone. How good are those British Joshes, Josh Taylor and Josh Kelly? Well, real quick, I like Josh Taylor. He's huge for 140. He like 5'10". He
Hmm.
carries the weight well. He a nice size for that division, and he imposes his will on people. He going to your body and shit like that. So I like him. Now Josh Taylor, I haven't seen a lot of him, but I did see his picture on BoxRec, and he's sitting up there with a black eye, and the motherfucker is in sweats. So it ain't like he was like right after a fight or something. So just looking at him with that black eye and shit, it got me thinking like, damn, is he getting pieced up and sparring? Like, what's going on? Why is his eye black? So I think we need to watch his defense. What y'all boys think?
Josh Taylor, I know they're prospect, they're good fighters. I don't know how good. When you step up in competition, that separates, the men from the boys. So I got my eye on both of them. I want to see them come to the States, or I want to see them fight better competition. They're moving them, Taylor taking a major step up and fighting Postal. And like I said a couple of times, he getting Postal at the right time. But, another a year and a half, we would know how good they are.
All right, go ahead and hate on the one. I know you can't wait to hate, so go on ahead.
Nah, man, I'm not hating on him. I just want to see he's on the right path. He's on the right path. So I'm curious to see what happens in his next fight, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. And as I was saying before, if he gets through this next fight, I'd like to see him in the series, and then after that, I'd like to see him fight more in the US, because I think there's just going to be better competition there. So yeah, he's on the right path, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, what I don't want to do is, all these Lomachenko fans giving him props before he's actually proven what he's about. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm going to do with Josh Taylor. I'm not going to put man on the pedestal and say that he's the greatest thing since
He does
whoever.
have a good win, bro. He got that O'Hara Davis win, so that is a solid quality win that he got so far.
Yeah, if
It
Josh
ain't a
Taylor's not a
world
bum,
beater, but it's a step in the right direction, though.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's heading in the right direction, but I'm just saying that I want to see more. I want to see more from him before I say, you know what? Yeah, this is another one to my personal stable. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not hating, man. I'm just I just want to see more. He's on the right track, and as I say, once he gets through this fight, it'll be good if he goes into the Super Series. Then I think after that, he should go to the States and fight a couple guys over there. If he wants to move up, to see what happens there from there. And then from that moment, that's when I'm going to say, okay, yeah, Josh Taylor, he becomes part of my stable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all it is, man.
Okay. Let me jump back in the chat. Hop said best national anthem of all time, Marvin Gaye, 1983 NBA All-Star game. It gave him chills. But hold on, man. Ain't nobody fucking with Carl Lewis when he did his goddamn national anthem. That was the best one of all time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Marvin Gaye, he did tear it down. He put his own little spin on it and shit. That shit was player, man. Lala D said, hey, I just realized something. Where's the underrated darkness? Don't see him on here anymore. I heard his live yesterday. I don't know where Unc is, man. I don't know, man. I started calling him Unc. Now all of a sudden everybody is goddamn nephew. So I don't know where Unc is. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Finkley said, sing your link, Marlo. And then Sir William Magic Man said Marvin Gaye sitting on the dock of the bay, one of the greatest songs ever in his opinion. And then
That was
Ronald
always ready.
Finkley, that's what Lala D said. Lala D said that's Otis Redding, Will, I think. She said, hold on, let me Google it.
No, that's
And then
always ready, 100%.
Perfection said no, Frazier's eye was damaged before he fought Ali. Bad speed bag injury from shrapnel that flew into his eye. His team kept it secret through the rest of his career. Okay, that's a great fact from the perfection. Yes, sir. And Lala D said, yes, Otis Redding. Lawrence Williams said Taylor is the only one to stop Miguel Vasquez. Okay. And then Will Magic Man said, oh, they're talking to Lala D said, yes, you're right. My bad. But Marvin did cover it. Okay. So what you think about that one? Josh Taylor, the only one to stop uh Miguel Vasquez.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and that's good, man. But I'm just saying it for me. I still want to see more. Do you know what I mean? Well, what I'm saying is that I think a lot of people, both in the States and over here in the UK, they're, everyone's got some really, really high accolades for this guy. And to me, it feels like this kind of Lomachenko effect again. Although it's like Lomachenko is good as well. Josh Taylor is good as well, but it's kind of like, well, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Like, let's see a bit more. Let's see a little bit more, before we start putting him way, way up there. But he's definitely on the right track, and I'm not criticizing his career thus far, but I'm getting a little bit. I'm just a bit impatient. I want to see more. I want to see more today, tomorrow. You know, he's someone that I'm really looking forward to seeing more of, as much as I want to see more from Spence and Crawford.
All right, before you branch off into that, let me say this real quick. Now I see a difference between Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. Motherfuckers ain't quitting on the stool against Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's getting their ass up out of there. And like if you look at his opponent's combined record, it's 188, 67, and 14. That's a 74% win percentage if you take out the draws. That's very good for a UK fighter. Because them fighters over there be fighting motherfuckers with 70, 80 losses and shit. So for him to have a resume with opponents that's not having all them losses like that, that stands out to me, bro. 12-0 with 11 knockouts. So whatever level of opponent that he's been fighting, whether they a sorry opponent or a decent opponent like Davies, he's stopping them. He's knocking them out. You know what I'm saying? They're not quitting. So like I think that's a good sign for Josh Taylor, bro. I think I understand what you're saying in the right direction. We need to see more. But I think I can project it going forward. I think he's a good fighter, bro. I think
Yeah,
he's a hell of a fighter.
but Trey,
I
what I'm
think he'll
saying
whoop
is,
Prograde.
yeah, but Trey, what I'm saying is that um, I'm not gonna say, oh, Josh Taylor is the one. Okay, any man that wants it, Josh Taylor is gonna beat him. Any man at 140, Josh Taylor's gonna beat him. I'm not going as far as that. I'm just saying that he's good, man. He's a real good guy. As far as putting him up against um, the elite guys of that division, I won't go as far as
Yeah,
that.
but all right,
But
but hold on. But if you in relation to the people in his division, what people in his division right now just got stellar resumes over him? Because like the people that we looking at him to fight, like that Relic, he just beat Bartholomew. He might got the best win in the division right now. But besides him, like Regis Prograde, he ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like who are you comparing him to? Like who at 140 has like such a way better resume than him? Besides Relic getting that Bartholomew win.
do you know what I'm thinking with regards to Josh Taylor? I don't see Josh Taylor staying at 140 as it is, if I'm honest with you.
Well,
I
he
think that it's
5'10".
inevitable.
He a big motherfucker. That dude is taller than Spence. Spence is 5'9" and a half. Josh Taylor listed at 5'10". So
Yeah,
he a
I
big
think it's
boy for the
inevitable.
division.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's inevitable that he's going to move up at least to 147. That's inevitable.
Mhm.
So I'm not actually thinking of guys at 147. I'm thinking
But you
more.
have to,
See,
bro.
when
That's
I'm
where, yeah, that's just like Earl Spence. People saying, well, he gonna move up to 154. Well, right now he at 147, and they gonna have to
yeah,
deal with him. So yeah, in the future, Taylor he might move up, but right now he's making 140. So they go. So we
yeah,
got to look at him at 140. We can't just look at him and say, well, hell, he ain't gonna be here very long either. So we might as well not even pay attention to him. No, he at 140, and
yeah.
he's huge. I would take him over Prograde. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I would.
Right now, Josh Taylor is doing the thing at 140. I've got no critique of Josh Taylor's career thus far. Like I'm not I'm not questioning um, his resume thus far. I'm just thinking more. Um, I'm thinking more of on an elite level. Like as I say, I think it's inevitable. I know what you're saying about he's at 140, and that's what we should be looking at because that's what he is now. And that's true. I'm with you. He's at 140. Um, he's he's one of the best at 140. But I'm thinking more towards the future at 147. It's inevitable that he's gonna move up to 147. So when you're talking about 147, that's my division. That's the division that is uh has got it all going on. So at that division there, I'm thinking, okay, like I'm not gonna put him way up there. Because I'm thinking more towards the future. Like right now, he's doing it and he's good and all of that. But he's not gonna retire at 140, is he? He's not gonna spend the rest of his career at 140.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna
most
move.
fighters not. So hell, we don't need to look at no fighter then. We don't need to look at Earl Spence because he probably gonna move up. We don't need to look at Charlo. We don't need to look at Hurd. How long is Hurd gonna stay at 154?
Yeah,
We might as
but
well not look at him either. It's the same thing.
I'm not thinking of
Bro, you
him on a
saying a
level of
lot to
Spence
say
because
nothing. You telling us that all right, we might as well not look at him right now at 140 because he gonna move up to 147. So like, what are we talking about then? We might as well not talk about no fighter because they all gonna move up at some point.
Well, let me chime in. But you know what he trying to say, one TRAE, is that
Don't
we
come
have to
saving
judge him.
Kurt Sugar. Let that motherfucker talk, man. Don't come save him. Let him talk and clear his shit up. You ain't gotta come referee, bro. So why are we talking about boxing then? One, if we ain't gonna talk about the fighters in their division, that
yeah, I
shit
think you're
go for
kind
all
of
fighters, bro. They all gonna move up except for the heavyweights.
yeah, I think you're kind of missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now, Josh Taylor, like he's good. Like I've got nothing against him. Like he's good and stuff, yeah. But I'm thinking more towards the future. I'm like right now he's doing the thing, and it's all good. Like there's no issues, no nothing. Josh Taylor is good, yeah. So we're on the same page there. But I know that it's inevitable that he's gonna move up,
All
and
right, bro. We
when
gonna
he
get
moves
off
up,
that, bro, because you talking in circles. You ain't talking about shit. Because you saying you talking about him, but you don't want to talk about him at the same time. That don't even make sense to me, bro. Like either do you want to talk about the man at 140 and what he can do or not? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know when he gonna move up. Far you know he can be 35 years old and still at 140. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just saying. All right, let me jump
yeah,
back up in the
well,
chat room. What you gonna say?
yeah, no, I was just gonna say like I don't get what you're not getting because yeah, at 140, I'm saying that yeah, he is the guy at 140. But when I'm saying that I want to see more, I want to see more. I'm talking like I'm talking from a perspective of him at 147 and moving up. That's what I'm getting at.
All right, my brother. Let me jump up in the chat real quick. Minority opinions, not too down on Triple G, still rooting for Keith Thurman. Actually, don't dislike Anthony Joshua. Okay, I can well Triple G. I mean, I ain't just super down on him like he's sorry, like he a bum, but I don't look at him the way other people do. I don't think he no pound for pound motherfucker. Still rooting for Keith Thurman, rooting for him to do what? Shit, that motherfucker look like he ain't even fight no more. You better hope he run out of money so we can see him in the ring again. And then he say, actually don't like Anthony Joshua. I don't think any of us dislike Anthony Joshua. We just dislike his ways. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the motherfucker fighting. That's all we want to see. What y'all think about that shit?
I like
I'm
Anthony
getting a
Joshua. Oh, go ahead, one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm getting really, really bored of this whole conversation about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. I'm sick of it now. Like it's a flipping broken record. Like, we all know what's going on. Like it's either gonna happen or it's not. This is boxing. Like whether he fights or not, it's not gonna change my life. Like um
Not to cut you off, can I ask you a question, dear?
yeah, go on.
Yeah, right here on the corner. Your boy is a plain duck.
Marlo Bucking.
Your boy is a duck. Hey, look. That dude told
What's that?
me, I said, your boy is a plain duck. Remember you were saying he a killer on the streets in the UK?
Oh,
He
you
ain't
talking
no
right. Yeah, I mean that's
that
another
dude ain't
story.
no
I mean that's
killer.
another
You
story.
done slapped Eddie Hearn like you got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's another story. That's another story. But um, it's I think a lot of it as well is that you guys don't really understand um, like uh, like local custom, like our kind of culture and customs, like over here. So you're like when you see certain personalities, you'll see it from your perspective. Like I totally understand like how you see things in terms of Joshua and like the perception and everything. Like I get it. Um, but I'm not here to promote it. I'm just bored of that whole Joshua conversation. I want to see the fight. It's obviously the super fight and it'll be a good fight, but it's either going to happen or it's not. If it's not going to happen, then like, does it really matter? Like, I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest with you.
Okay,
But
let the other brothers get their opinion off. So Trey, he was doing what he was doing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, big bro.
Well, Joshua, it will bother me if Joshua Wilder don't fight because when a big fight don't happen in boxing, it bothers me because honestly, with the fuss, the red tape and the politics, I don't like. I don't dislike Joshua. I just want him to fight Wilder, and it's a duck. He's ducking Wilder. I don't care if he lose. It's the nature of the sport. You just lost that night to a better man. But the games he playing with Hearn and that's Hearn's boy and whatever, and going on Triple G. I was high on Triple G when I first saw him, but I was like, wait a minute, who is he beating? Nobody. And then, the fraud, it's just his way starting to show that I don't like. The Jacob fight changed my mind. If Jacob had a different type of temperament, he would have beat Triple G easy. I think he's overrated. They try to compare him to the great marvelous Marvin Hagler, which is a joke. So you know, I think Canelo gonna beat him September 15th. I think he's slowing down. I thought he was buzzed. I can be in the minority, but I thought he was buzzed a little in the first round against Marlon Rosen. He took a step back and his body jerked a little back. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But he chose to fight Marlon Rosen, and don't want to give Charlo. He's ducking Charlo because I think Jamal will beat him. I really do. I think the athleticism, and the power, I think he will beat it. And I think Abel Sanchez know that, or should I say disable Sanchez. So that's my take on it. Who was the other fighter?
Triple G, Keith Thurman, and Anthony Joshua.
Oh man, Keith Thurman, I'm tired playing ring around the Rosie. If he don't fight in September, man, don't mention Keith Thurman again, man. He's such a big disappointment. I don't even talk about him, man, for real. So, Thurman, Joshua, and Triple G, man, for real, they disappointed me because I was high on them at the beginning of their careers, but not now.
All right, all right. Let me jump back in the chat. NBT say Jose Ramirez ain't shit too, and probably never will with Top Rank. What you saying? He ain't got no money. NBT say let's big bank take little bank already. La La said I'm still laughing at Phil Collins equals newborn babies. Okay. Will Imagine man. Hold on, I gotta read this. He talking to La La. He said, I'm talking about white babies, and some of them look like Winston Churchill too. Damn. And she said, wait till I tell my sister that one. The hell y'all talking about? Hop said minority opinion. My first choice for the location for Joshua Wilder was actually Wembley Stadium. Okay, we ain't gonna stay too long. 'Cause I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Hop say of Marlowe's corner. Oh, I know Marlowe. You cool as AC, dude. Hey, that motherfucker ain't got no free on though. Hop said Trey X turning into T Rex. Nah, I ain't turning into T Rex, bro. I like clear, concise answers. I don't like all that meandering shit. NBT Boxing said B Furman is done. Okay. Uh La D talking about T Rex. Nah, ain't no T Rex. Trey X. NBT Boxing said I ain't clicked on the AJ Wilder post in a month now. Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't click on that shit. And hey, I apologize to anybody that would take offense to that. But I just can't sit up there and watch that shit every day. I just can't do it. Ronald Finkley, Antonia Jenner is a straight bitch. Okay. Lauren say, Marlo Wild, and I don't know what he over there doing and shit.
No, I was
Ronald Finkley,
my bad.
Hop got a question for one. He said, I'm sick of unending Joshua Wilder type 2, and it will bother me if they don't fight. All right, there wasn't no question. It was just a statement. MBT Boxer said, I don't know why someone would be hurt if a fighter you support loses. Shit, I'm never going to be emotionally invested in something that's out of my control. Yeah, you know all too well. You got experience because your favorite fighter just got his ass handed to him. So I bet you can handle that shit. Will Imagine Man said, I'm getting sick of Hearns' voice. It's starting to grate on my nerves. I'm right there with you, bro. All that shit. Even people talking about the fight starting to get on my nerves. But hey, I'm a human, man. Hobbs say love, honest opinions, respectfully expressed. Thanks, fam. Already, brother.
That's what's
I
up.
see you down there, NBT. That's the goddamn me Jeff Horn supporter right there, NBT.
That's
Yeah, eating that crow.
hey, where you go? Lawrence go?
Now he been the got off, bro. He back in the chat.
Oh, okay.
He back in the chat in his natural habitat. Yeah, let me get my hop on bars.
Hey, no,
MBT said, I'm like that dude that says I don't need money to be happy because I'm broke as fuck, huh? For real. Yeah. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, y'all. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to go ahead and shut it down. I see you, Ronald Finkley. MBT keep that shit real. Yeah, MBT always keep that shit real. Look at Lala D hashtag bars.
Hey
That boy
Trey,
back in his natural habitat. What's up, brother?
yo, one sec, I want to holler at Ronna. Hey Ronna, I'll be in Atlantic City at the end of June. They got a big house music festival on the beach in Atlantic City, so I'll be down there this weekend, man. You know, we should meet up or whatever you have time, man. Go ahead, Trey.
MBT said it's only 5 p.m. Where he is. So goddamn. How many
Damn.
goddamn hours they ahead of us? Hold on, 10. So they're about 17 hours ahead of us. That shit
Wow.
crazy. I ain't even know that. And Ronald Finkley say, get the fuck out of Marlo'S corner. Yeah. Hop say back in the chat in his natural habitat. Yeah. MBT Boxing said, we got the world over here. USA, UK, Australia, and Canada. Yeah. Mike Biggs say, make sure y'all subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing. You know that shit rude, Mike Biggs, to come posting goddamn me uh little plugs and shit, goddamn me. But y'all subscribe to my boy Mike Biggs Boxing for sure. And I'm gonna come over there and put a plug in your shit next time you go live. Y'all come subscribe to Marlo's Corner. Yeah, but I respect everybody that came through. I appreciate everybody that hit like, all the people that joined us on the panel, Kurt Sugar, one,
Chill.
Lawrence Williams, you know what I'm saying? More than likely we'll probably be back up in here tomorrow. Or if not, we'll be off in here definitely on Friday to cover the Clarissa Shields fight. But we got to get them queens some shine up in this boxing game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get with y'all.
Right. Want to say something? What? Where you at? I hope you can take a second for me thinking about that AJ thing. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Ronald Finkley told you, Kurt, he live in Vermont.
Oh, damn. All right.
Hey, go ahead,
Now I
bro.
was just fucking with you. I was just fucking with you, Mike Biggs. I see. Let me read these last couple of chats. Lala says, is there a fight in Vegas in September? If so, who's fighting? I don't even know. I can't think that far ahead, Lala.
September.
Ronald Finkley said he'll introduce you to his mom. Talking to Kurt Sugar. All right.
Married.
Mike Biggs said I'll plug y'all. He said I plug y'all all the time. I'm just fucking with you, Mike Biggs. You know you come through this home, I'm gonna fuck with you, bro. That's just how I am. I'll say that chat's closing down and there's a tear running down my cheek. What? And then Will Will said thanks for the great show again. Peace and love to all the chat and panel. Take care, y'all. See you soon. But yeah, my biz, I'm just fucking with you, bro. You done put us in super chats and all kind of shit, nigga. So you done plugged us more than probably anybody on the cool. So yeah, you know we appreciate you and everything you do, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, big bro.
Man, another great show, man. I'm just glad, man, we got this channel popping. I thank everybody for coming in and sharing their knowledge. We can talk, and Lala D, Ron Finger, I mean, everybody. Perfection, everybody. MBT, you crazy, boy. But, I love y'all, man. I'm getting so used to y'all. I look forward to hearing from y'all and, just sharing the knowledge and we can share with each other. Peace.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all. So y'all see how it works. So I hope y'all download your Hangouts. And you see how TRAE X do when your Wi-Fi ain't working. Hey, but
Hey, hold on. Shout out NBT, man. This is the first man that I have ever seen do that shit right there. I ain't taking nothing away from nobody else, but he the first person I've seen post some shit like that. He said we got to get Marlo to 1K subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and get that super chat popping. Well, I wasn't really thinking about the super chat, but that 1K, I be seeing other people pushing channels and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate seeing that man pushing us like that. I appreciate that shit. And everybody that push us and give us love and shout outs for sure. And Hop say best chat for pure boxing, period. Appreciate that, bro, for real.
hell yeah. But yeah, though, we gonna keep doing this every Wednesday, man. We trying to work out a schedule where we ain't gotta keep on rubbing the trivia in, but we can bring in some personality with each other though. But
Yes, sir.
man, it's been fun. Good night. And don't forget to tell them haters and trolls. The fuck out my gym. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.